Welcome to the reservation. Finally, we got kickoff coming at you in just a second. Ralph Patterson here with Corey Miller and Tracy Wade on the sideline. And we just saw the fireworks, Corey, and the folks are about as ready for this game as we are.
I'm telling you, we all are hyped up, including the fans, the players. I mean, grandmothers, mothers at home, they jumping up and down in their seat. I mean, can you feel the energy? I'm telling you, I got chill bumps, man. This is special. I mean, high school football Friday night is what it's all about in the upstate of South Carolina.
Boy, it is. And this is one that and we had Jason Gilmer on in the pregame, who can go to any game he wants to in the upstate. He's known he's going to be at this game tonight since the schedule came out last summer.
I mean, you can circle this one, baby. Anytime, I'm telling you, Byrnes, in my estimation, is one of the best football teams in the entire state of South Carolina. Throw Gaffney in there, state champions last year, got off to a slow start. But, man, 2 in a row. Can they defeat this high-powered octane offense from Byrnes?
Will Kibler, there's his famous pooch punt right there, and still, it every time goes to Monty Green, and he's going to kick it there, and that's where the Gaffney Indians will take over. And Gaffney had Quay Tate and Charles Smith deep, and both of them can fly. We're going to take a look at the starters for the Gaffney squad. Monty Green, Charles Smith, Malcolm Long, Andy Strickland, and Donald Sims, the skill guys, and the Hogs up front, Dover and Dover. The brothers, Brett Irvin, Trey Williams, and Cameron Smith are the guys that do it up front. And there's a look at Nick Melton, 6 foot, 170-pound junior. He is really good, impressed us both in a major way, and he's really a tough kid, too.
Yes, and the key for him tonight, Ralph, is not making turnovers, not turning the football over, protecting the ball.
Right off the bat, Melton in shotgun, faked once, and then goes down. So a big loss nearly of 10 yards on first down. So Byrnes putting the heat on them early. Now we're going to look at the defensive starters for the Rebels. The guys up front, Dexter Young, Matt Frady, and Leroy Smith. The linebacking crew, these guys are really good. Bruton, Deal, and Danny Lurch. And then the DBs, all 5 of them, Rice, Miller, Omar, Williams, and Simpson.
That was Danny Lear starting that game with the sack, boy.
2nd and 18. Here's the give. That's to Rogers, right up the gut, and he makes a few yards. This is Charles Smith, and last time we saw Gaffney, he didn't get to play, so I know Gaffney's glad to have him back in the lineup.
I mean, that's their featured back, and he's back, and he's healthy and ready to roll, and, you know, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, they were without the starting running back against Union and played well. Can they do the same thing with him in the lineup?
And this isn't what Coach Strickland wanted. First possession, 3rd and 13, ball on the 22-yard line. Here's Melton. Goes to his left. He's looking long. In fact, goes to the intermediate guy, and the ball is completed. And that is to number 21, Donald Sims, another target that he'll call his name a lot.
Yes, we call Donald Sims. He's a deep ball threat, and Strickland is a more possession type of receiver. And as you can see, they like that half roll. But again, Byrnes, we talked about their offense. Will Corn, those guys, take a look at Donald Sims, the running back there, wide receiver. But their defense is active. They blitz, and boy, they got some corners in the secondary, people that can flat run.
They sure do. Here's your guy, Andy Strickland, back to pump the ball away. He's a do-it-all guy for Gaffney. And there's the punt, and it bounces, takes a nice Gaffney bounce. In fact, Prince Miller lets it go, and it'll be spotted all the way down on the 25-yard line where the Rebels will take over.
Now, this is what I'm waiting to see. We just saw fireworks in the pregame, baby, but I can promise you this, that there are going to be some fireworks with Will Corn.
Take a look at the starters for the Byrnes Rebels. We'll do this after the first play. We'll see the spread formation all night long. Will Corn. Twins to the left and to the right. Here's Corn. And there's the handoff right up the gut. Not much there. Gain of a couple. Let's take a look at the starters for Byrnes. Rodriguez Williams, the running back, and then the wide receivers, Freddie Brown, Brian Gasson, Ronaldo Hunter, and Jamar Anderson. What a talented crew. And the guys up front, Todd, Bailey, Ross, Peters, and Smith. 2nd and 9 from the 27. In spread formation, Corn looking over, has his man in the flat, breaks one tackle. There's a flag goes down, and that is Prince Miller. But we'll see what happens here, Corey.
Well, you know, I mean, guy can't be too bad with the last name Miller, and he's a Prince. We talked about that before, but I think you're probably going to see a little holding right there on Byrnes. And, man, you know, we talked about the quarterback, Coach. We talked about the wide receivers. Cuz Williams is what I call him, Rodriguez Williams. Man, he made some big plays in that Greer ball game. And, you know, they're going to have to have some eyes on him as well.
Well, this one will go back. So both teams heading backwards on their first possessions. And you know, a game with this much height, Corey,
illegal
with
use of hands
everything,
on the
everybody wants
offense.
to play
10
great.
yards.
But
Down.
a little nervous here starting out. Maybe both teams.
Both teams are nervous, but you know what? Whoever make the least amount of mistakes in this ball game is probably going to win. But big players make big plays on big days. And
Second
we'll see what that
22 from the 13. Corn. There's the little shovel pass to Miller. Goes up. In fact, that's to Rodriguez Williams, in fact, and right up the middle. Now let's take a look at the Gaffney defensive starters. Ellis, Champion, Palmer, and McGill, the D-line for the Indians. Linebackers, Green, Wilkerson, Littlejohn, and Littlejohn. Paul and O'Brien, both good players. And the DBs, Cameron Tate, Jeffrey Gallmer, and Andy Strickland. Gallmer, last time we saw Gaffney, Corey, had 3 interceptions. You were calling him Gamer.
That's gamer, baby. He was a gamer in that ball game for sure.
Here's 3rd and 17. Corn going vertical for the first time, at least trying, gets flushed from the pocket. And now he's going to have to run with it. And he goes down at about the 22-yard line. And that's Cameron Tate on the tackle for the Indians. So now Byrnes doesn't go anywhere. They're going to have to punt it away at 4th and 17.
I mean, I thought they were going to make us look
I thought
smart,
it might be 7-7 by
You know what I
now.
mean? But this has been a defensive ball game thus far. But, again, you don't see nothing much there, but that's why I like Will Corn. Nothing was there. He did not force the ball down the field. He just tugged and got what he can, punt the ball, let the defense get out there and make a play.
Brandon Branch with the punt nearly blocked. Don't know how it wasn't blocked. Past midfield, picked up at the 38. And that is Malcolm Long, the talented sophomore. Returns it to about the 43-yard line, and that's where Gaffney will take over.
That's all purpose. That guy plays quarterback, receiver. They put him anywhere on the football field. I mean, he can flat do it. He's a big guy, you know, over 200 pounds already as a sophomore. Man, I think this guy got a great, great upside.
There's a look at Long right there. We got to see him play 2 or 3 different positions in their big win at Union. 1st and 10 from the 43. Power I formation. There's the give right up the middle. And that is their guy, Charles Smith. Again, here's the guy that they're looking for to run between the tackles.
Yes, you know, we mentioned he was hurt in the game against Union, and they had the little man, the quick little hitter out there. Quay Tate was in the ball game, and they had not much of a running game, but boy, Nick Melton improvised and did a great job throwing the football to Strickland down the football field.
A gain of 7 on 1st down, 2nd and 3 from midfield. Power I again. And that is Smith again. Picks the left side, close to the 1st down marker. I don't think he has it, Corey.
Looks a little short there, and it seems to me the game plan for Gaffney is, listen, we might just line up in that power I and let's try to pound them. And you know, when you're playing a high-powered offense like Byrnes, your best defense is your offense running the ball. Ball control offense. You know, keep that offense off the field and control the clock and get some scores. And that's probably a great game plan for Gaffney.
Well, and especially if it works.
Yes.
And we talk about the high-octane offense for Byrnes, but this is a very solid defense. 3rd and 2. There's the slant to Strickland. Flags will go down there. That was Maurice Rice on defense for Byrnes.
Yeah, I mean, that's
everybody in the crowd called that one.
That's just blatant interference. Matter of fact, the cop right in front of us almost got going to arrest my man down there for holding so bad. You can see here going on this little slant route, and he just grabbed him before the ball even got there. But that's my man. He's my primetime player.
Well, but if you know that, and I know you're intelligent, but Byrnes knows he's going to get it too.
Yes, but I mean, Byrnes got great, talented corners, and they feel like, I mean, he's not the fastest guy, but he runs great.
Defensive pass interference.
So the chains move. It'll be 1st down from the Byrnes 34-yard line. And this is exactly what Gaffney wants in their 2nd possession. Want to move that ball, keep the chains going. 1st and 10 from the 34. Play action. There's the pass intended for Trevin Green, but knocked down by Deal of the Byrnes Rebels. Nice play.
Yeah, he had the fullback wide open right there in the flat, but again, Byrnes came with the pressure right up the middle. You see there, Graham Deal, the linebacker, 5'11", 195 junior, put the pressure on him, couldn't deliver the football.
2nd and 10. Gaffney sticking with the power eye. Haven't seen much of that this year, Corey, on the
everything we've
charter
seen
games.
has been a lot of spread offense. You know, everybody wants to throw, but
maybe we see a little smash mouth football tonight. 2nd and 10, whistles blow, flags go down.
Going to be a false start right there on the right tackle. I think that's Cameron Smith. Got a little anxious, a little jittery, you know. You got to sit in there, Ralph. I mean, it amazes me, even coaching my little young football team. I mean, how can a guy on offense jump off sides? I mean, you know the snap count.
Here's a look at our officials tonight. Charles Eaton, Gaines Massey, David Pitts, Truman Owens, and Dennis Burden.
Illegal. Dead ball. Illegal.
Right
False start on the offense. Be 2nd down. Timeout. Gaffney.
Gaffney calls timeout, and we're going to take a timeout too. It's early here at the reservation, and we will be right back. Keep it here.
Getting the vehicle of your dreams has never been easier because at Dave Edwards Toyota, it's a done deal. Incredibly low interest rates and huge rebates on the entire award-winning Toyota lineup. Done deal. 15-minute price and payment and 1-hour delivery. You guessed it. It's a done deal. Plus, when we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter what you owe.
So come and experience the difference at Dave Edwards Toyota, where your satisfaction is a done deal.
Have you been looking for a ministry that cares about people? Hi, I'm Pastor Brent Armstrong of Oakwood Baptist Church in Anderson, South Carolina, and that's our desire, to meet the needs of the family. Whether it's Oakwood Christian School, Oakwood Child Care Center, Oakwood Baptist Church, we want to invite you to come and experience the difference. You can catch our Words of Life television program every Thursday night on Channel 10 right here on Charter Cable at 7 o'clock, or even better yet, come and visit with us at Oakwood Baptist Church.
We are back. First quarter action here from the
crowd,
reservation.
man.
Look at this. And folks, it's been like this for a while. In fact, hey, Tracy, what do you think of this crowd?
Well, guys, as you know, Byrnes had an unexpected week off last week. They had a bye week when a game against a Florida team was canceled due to Hurricane Ivan. You have to wonder, after that, will the team come out hungry? Will they come out with some misfires? I talked to Coach Bentley before the game. He said if it was going to come to have a week off, that was a good time for it. His team needed a rest, and he's not a bit worried. I don't know about you guys, but it looks to me like they're coming out hungry.
All right, thanks, Tracy. And that's a great point, too. You never know how guys are going to react, especially when you have a week off, Corey, especially one that you didn't count on.
Well, again, you know, it's all about the coaching staff and how they prepare their team and keep them in that rhythm of game-like situations. I'm saying mock scrimmages, in-squad scrimmages. And you can tell the offense looks a little sluggish, but I promise you they'll be heating up here pretty soon.
Here it is, 3rd and 14, Melton in the shotgun. Another flag goes down.
You know what? It's such a pleasant surprise to have Tracy on the sideline.
Now, I like Tim, but, you know.
Tracy looks a little better than Tim.
I think Tracy needs to negotiate a little bit.
I mean, I might throw in a couple dollars. I mean, I ain't got many, but, just put Tracy on the sideline.
Dead ball. Ball start. Offense. 3rd down.
You heard the call there. Ball start, so it'll be 3rd now.
Second one
In a
this
bunch.
drive, false start.
That's right. 3rd and a ton. Spread formation. Melton runs to the left. He's chased. Throws with a player in his face. Pass was intended for Malcolm Long. He can't get it. And Melton was lucky just to get that pass off.
Yeah, that's just, he's been harassed there by Dexter Young. And, the key to that play, if you're going to run that rollout, you got to seal that in. And the back just didn't get the job done, put the pressure in Melton's face, and they had to get rid of the football.
And here is Andy Strickland ready to punt the ball away again. So second possession ends up in a punt from the Byrnes 43-yard line. Strickland trying to get it to the sideline. Byrnes lets it bounce and rolls. It'll be downed on the 10-yard line. That's where Byrnes will take over.
Nice punt there, my man Strickland. I mean, you know, that's all purpose. That's his name. AP, all purpose.
So have you called Coach Holtz yet about Strickland?
Not yet. You know, I don't know if I could do that. You know, I don't want to be breaking no rules or nothing like that now.
That's good. See, you're right.
You know, I have to find out about that. Of course, I can tell him how great the University of South Carolina is. I mean, you know, but being that he's up in the upstate with Clemson, you know, I don't know. Tommy Bowden might be on my man.
1st and 10 from the 10. Spread formation. Will Korn, again, throwing 66% completion rate. Flags again. Think the noise here. Could the noise be affecting Byrnes a little bit, Corey?
I tell you, it's the crowd. You know, they're the 12th man. I mean, these guys are loud, and you know, the offense of Byrnes just they don't look in sync. They look very just sluggish, and you know, no Brown, no Hunter, no Gaston.
We have a dead ball. Ball start on the offense. First down.
So I think, you know, it's confidence. Gaffney definitely, like, you know, again, 2 in a row. They're coming off those wins, and they're confident. I mean, it's going to be a hard-fought ball game.
Now 1st and 15 from their own 5. Takes the handoff. Korn keeps it along the right side. Goes down, but he'll gain about 2, maybe 3.
Nothing doing right there, buddy. That's number 15. That's my man Little John.
Paul Little John.
P. Little John. P. Little.
And there's Korn. Tries to take him head on right there. Nice tackle by Little John. Be 2nd and 12 from the 13. Korn looking down the field, over the middle, has his man. That is Rodriguez Williams. For good gain right up the middle, but still, here's a big 3rd down conversion here. Be about 3rd and about 7.
Seems to me, we see here in the highlight, just Gaffney is playing their players deep. They're not going to let Byrnes beat him with the deep balls. They're going to give him those underneath routes, coach, to come up and make tackles, because, you know, Byrnes lives and dies sometimes by the big play.
We'll say 3rd and 6. Korn looks to the right side. He's going to run it again. Looks like he has 1st down yardage, and he runs out of bounds. So heads up play, and there's a good example. He's going to have to take what they give him. That time he had to take the run.
Yes, and I mentioned earlier, you know, this guy, he doesn't play like a sophomore quarterback. I mean, he's very mature. You can see there, nothing there. He does not force the ball down the field. He tucks it and runs, gets the 1st down. Very smart quarterback. I mean, you take his smartness, his athleticism equals star.
If you get a work ethic, too.
Yes.
Need that work ethic.
Yes, you got to have that.
Yes, Coach Bentley, he's got that. 1st and 10 from the 21. Trips to the left. There's the handoff. Right up the middle. Good yardage. Here he goes. Now to the 50. Down to the 40. Rodriguez Williams all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And there's some of that explosive offense we've been waiting to see. This time on the ground.
Yes, on the ground. And you can see, you know, Byrnes just going with spread formation. And what that does is open up gaps up the center, because you guys are spread out and they hit him with the draw play right there. Big run by my man, Cuz. Holla at me.
1st and 10 from the 30. Makes a great move. Gets down to about the 24-yard line. That's Brian Gaston, another one of the receivers that we'll call his name a lot. And, boy, they spread it around, Corey.
I mean, they got 4 or 5 guys that can play. I mean, you got Gaston, Hunter, Brown. They throw Korn in the mix. You got Cuz Williams. You can see there Brian Gaston, 5'7", short in stature. But, man, plays big. He really does.
2nd and 4 from the 24. Byrnes starting to knock on the door here. Here's Gaston in motion. Korn looking down the field right over the middle, has his tight end. That ball is complete. A lot of times Byrnes uses 4 wideouts, and this time they find number 90, Jake Bagwell, tight end.
Again, you can see here, it starts with the protection. Kudos to my big man up front. You know, dumps it down to the tight end. good gain, you know, gets you the first down. That's all you need to do.
First 10 yards, throws the fade up for grabs for Freddie Brown. And the pass is broken up by Cameron Tate, the DB for Gaffney.
Not a good throw right there by Corn. They went with just a little fade route. Just jump ball is what they really call that, because Brown is about 6'3" or 4 himself, and his dad said vertical is like 40. I mean, sick. I mean, this kid is sick, and he wants to go to a school where he can play basketball and football.
I bet he'll get the chance. 2nd and 10. There's the handoff. Hunter cuts it up inside, now breaks outside. He heads to the end zone. Byrnes on the board. How about that? Ronaldo Hunter waits for his first chance to touch the ball and makes the most of it.
You know, it's just a matter of time with this offense. As you mentioned, they have weapons. I mean, they can hit you all over the field with different players. I mean, Brown, again, the opposite of Hunter, opposite of Brown. This guy been offered half a dozen scholarships himself. So they have big-time players.
So Byrnes on the board first with a really nice play, big-time play by Ronaldo Hunter. And here's Kibler with the PAT, and that is good. So the Byrnes Rebels on the road at the Reservation get on the board first. It's 7-0. The Indians will have the ball when we come back.
Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates, covering the upstate with offices in Greenville, Spartanburg, and Boiling Springs. If you're looking to buy or sell in Anderson County, Greenville County, Spartanburg County, and all surrounding areas, Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates have the upstate's best realtors. Visit our Greenville office on Woodruff Road in Five Forks, Simpsonville, Spartanburg office on Highway 290 in Duncan, or Boiling Springs office at Valley Falls Road and Highway 9. Follow our yellow balloons each Sunday for open house information.
2004 year-end model clearance. Now at Vic Bailey Ford. 05s are arriving daily, and we're blowing out every 04. Get up to $8,500 off on new F-150s, plus a free bedliner. Or how about $9,000 off new 04 Explorers? And get this, how about $10,000 off on 04 Expedition? Plus, Vic Bailey Ford will pay off your trade once you close on your deal. Save thousands during our 04 year-end model clearance at Vic Bailey Ford in Spartanburg, the upstate's #1 volume Ford dealer.
And we talked about, you know, Hunter, this guy's a big play guy. As you can see here, he's coming in motion right here. And he's going to just come right here. He's going to get the handoff from Corn. Zips right up the field. Great vision into the end zone. And that spells, holla at me, players. Touchdown.
There he goes.
You see here, just great blocking, though. Look at the receivers blocking downfield. But now it's athleticism, great vision. You can see here, just scoots right into the end zone. Coach, you know, you love to have a couple of those players.
Oh, you're not kidding.
Coach, wouldn't you?
Hey, nice job on the coaching pad right there.
Man, I got a little bit of skills.
There's Kibler with the little pooch kick, and Byrnes going to try and get that. It's on the field. It's loose ball, and it looks like the Rebels have recovered. And, boy, that's exactly what we thought might happen a couple weeks ago.
Yes, and you can see here, they've been doing this all along. Just pops it up in the air. And if you have a guy back there with bad hands, you know, he's going to drop some balls, and they hope to recover, which they just did. Now they got the football back in positive field position, ref. The game could get out of hand quick if Gaffney, you can see here, just does not handle the ball very well.
That was Monty Green trying to get the handle on it.
And Green usually has some pretty good hands, but just lost it there. Maybe it was the lights or something.
Corn fakes the handoff, gets pressure up the gut, and he goes down. And that was Tim McGill. Brings him down. Huge play by McGill.
Gill right there just comes right up the middle of the offensive line, pretty much untouched. I mean, you know, Corn, no matter how good you is as a quarterback, Ralph, if you don't have the time, you can't throw. You can see here, getting the shotgun, he just comes right up the gut of the offensive line, untouched. Big play, gets the sack.
Now, is that a case of just a guy beating somebody, or did they have too many guys to block?
I think it's a little bit of a breakdown in the protection scheme up front.
2nd and 18. Corn. Flushed again. He's going to throw it. He's got his tight end again. Looks like a new weapon for the Byrnes Rebels. And that is Jake Bagwell again, and McGill on the stop.
McGill, boy, he's active back there, man. I mean, that's a big hit. You can see here, shotgun. Again, the offensive line didn't touch anybody. Forces Corn to get outside the pocket, dumps it to the big tight end, and watch this. McGill's head booyah, yeah. Look at the knees, man. But Coach, what you know about that, Coach?
Hey, you're sweating again.
I'm
You're
about
ready to get
wrap
out
you
there.
up
I
here in
know
the
it.
booth, Coach.
I may need some help. We may need to call security up here.
We do have a police officer to your left.
3rd and 11. Flag goes down. And it's a good thing it did go down because Tim McGill wanted a piece of corn right there.
I think you'll have a false start on the offense.
So this drive, not exactly as Coach Bentley drew it up, and they'll go back.
False start on the offense. 3rd down.
3rd and a mile again, Coach.
It is 3rd and about 17. You think they'll throw it?
I think so.
There it is, going right down the sideline. That was to look, tried to get Freddie Brown down there. Good
Down,
coverage.
Freddie Brown, and man, he was covered up there. That's Cameron Tate all over Brown. I mean, they're not going to let Byrnes beat them with a deep ball. You can see they're back off the line of scrimmage. They're going to make them throw the ball underneath. And I think it's a very, very smart game plan.
Byrnes will punt it away. That's Brandon Branch back to punt. High spiral. It's Strickland. Calls for the fair catch.
See the difference in catching the ball, man. It's like Allstate, baby. You're in good hands.
Tonight's Charter High School football game of the week is brought to you in part by Dick Brooks Honda. You're 15 minutes away from a great deal. Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates in Spartanburg. Krispy Kreme Donuts of Spartanburg. I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme. So's Corey. Dave Edwards Toyota, 1 minute off I-26 and Reedville Road. And Moe's Southwest Grill in Spartanburg. Moe's knows burritos.
And I know donuts, too.
Here's the quick pitch. Gets good yardage up to about the 15, then starts to go backwards a little bit. That's Charles Smith. Been anxious to see him, Corey.
Yeah, he looks good. You can tell he's healthy and he's running hard. And, you know, Quay Tate stepped in against Union, and, you know, the running game was pretty non-existent. So it'd be wonderful for Gaffney if they can get their running game going.
And if Prince Miller has to come up and make the stop all night long, then you know that he's getting through the big fellas.
Most definitely.
2nd and 7 from the 15. Nick throwing deep, looking for his guy Strickland. Here's a late hit out of bounds, and the Gaffney staff talked the officials into that one.
Yeah, they talked him into that one, and that was a late hit. I mean, and that's my man, too, Strickland. He was clearly out of bounds. Just not a smart play right there. That's going to give him an extra 15. Boy,
that'll get you out of a hole in a hurry.
You saw Melton throw that football? Man, that thing's on a rope. Tight spiral.
Maybe we'll get a look at it. It looked to us like that was a very good call. Let's look in.
See, then that's just a play action out of power I formation. He just throws it up there. And that's a situation where I'm going to throw the ball up there and let my receiver go get it. And, you know, about 3 yards too long there, but just, you can see just a blatant.
Defense interference. 1st down.
I wouldn't even call that pass interference. I thought it would be a late hit out of bounds because the ball wasn't catchable.
Well, that's what he meant.
I mean, do I need a ref too? What's up with that?
1st and 10 from the 30. There's the fake to Smith. Melton keeps it. Across the 35, works his way near the 40. He'll go down about the 38-yard line. And both Korn and Melton, good feet for these two young quarterbacks.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, Melton a little shorter. He's about 6 feet, 170 pounds, where, Korn is about 6'2" or 3. You know, he looks 6'4". I went down on the field. We had the game the last time, and he's taller than me.
He's got the spikes on. He's got his cleats on.
I didn't like that too much. You got to stare me
Plus,
down.
you got to bring your hair back, man. That takes a little.
My hair's tight, though. I know you like my hair, Coach.
2nd and 2. There's the handoff to Smith. Tries to turn the corner and can't do it. Boy, the defense came up and put a lick on him.
Talked about their defense. I mean, they're fast, team speed. Their overall team speed is really good. Just out of the shotgun formation, just quick draw right here. And this is where Smith got to be a little smart. It's, second and short. Nothing's there. You just lower your shoulder and get up and get the first down. You can see he came up about a yard short.
Boy, and it really looked like he was getting ready to turn the corner, and then Danny Lurch out of nowhere came up to make the stop.
Team speed. They said speed kills.
Third and short, power I. Right up the gut. Keeps his feet moving. Looks like he will have enough for the first down. That's Trevin Green. Kept his feet moving. Really did a nice job to fall forward, Corey.
Yes.
He got hit and hit hard, kept his feet moving.
Yeah, and that's what you teach, players. You keep those feet chopping. The same thing on the defense side of the ball. Run through your gap. But you can see a great example right there, him keeping his feet moving and just getting enough for that first down.
So pick up a huge first down right there. Ball spotted just past the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians, and they need to answer.
I wouldn't be surprised they go up top to Donald Sims here in a minute because he was a big, deep threat against Union.
Closing in on the end of the first period, and flag goes down. Handoff again to Green, the 5'10 senior who plays both ways. That tackle was by number 38, Leroy Smith, 5'10", 235-pound senior.
I tell you what, we had a lot of yellow flags thrown early in this ball game. I don't know if it's because guys are jittery or nervous or, what's going on. They're just jumping off sides or false starts.
Illegal shift on the offense, decline, second down.
So you heard it. Legal shift, decline, be 2nd and 10 from the 41. Or 2nd and 9. Spread formation. Gaffney trying to mix things up. Melton Chase, he goes down hard. Byrnes, Dexter Young in on the tackle. A couple other guys too.
Danny Learsh and Dexter Young getting a big, big sack right there.
First quarter is in the books, folks. Byrnes leads 7-0 at the reservation. And we'll come back with quarter 2 right after this.
I'm a donut nut, I'm a donut nut, I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
I'm Glenn Reese with Krispy Kreme Donut Company. Folks, if your club, church, or group or worthy cause needs to make a whole lot of money, try selling Krispy Kreme donuts. Call the Spartanburg Krispy Kreme at 585-1956 and ask for Glenn Reese. Thank you.
I'm a donut nut, I'm a donut nut, I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
They said they fixed it, but they didn't. They said you need new tires, but your tires are only a year old. One thing's for sure, you've got to get the vibration fixed. Dixie Tire and Automotive has the answer. Using brand new technology, we pinpoint the source of the problem and eliminate the vibration, giving you a smooth ride and extending the life of your tires. We fix the problem the other guys can't even find. Dixie Tire and Automotive on the Asheville Highway.
Tonight's Charter High School football game of the week is brought to you in part by Union Chrysler. If you need a Hemi, come see Timmy. Dixie Tire, 1011 Asheville Highway in Spartanburg. Vic Bailey Ford, your automotive superstore. Harrison Graves, attorneys at law. Whitlock's Furniture, it's worth the trip. Oakwood Ministries, a ministry that truly cares about people. Peachtree Ford, exceeding your expectations is our privilege. State Farm Insurance, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. And Trotter & Sons, serving Spartanburg for over 40 years. Back on the field, 3rd and 20. Period 2 is here, and the Byrnes Rebels lead at the reservation 7-0. Here's Melton looking downfield, doesn't see anybody, flush from the pocket, tries to escape, but goes down, and that's a big-time play by Dexter Young. Boy, he's got some quicks, Corey.
He's got some quicks, and he's doing a great job of defeating the blocks of the offensive linemen up front. I'm telling you, that front four Byrnes, they're very active, and they've been doing a lot of blitzing. They're not going to let Nick Melton sit in that pocket and throw the football down the field to Strickland and Sims.
Well, a lot of folks from Gaffney before the game got started talked that the ball was going to be in the air. They were going to try and air it out. It looks like Byrnes listened to that. They're ready for it. 4th and 22. Strickland back to punt. It's a low liner, and it is caught by Prince Miller. And he's fighting for everything he can get. He'll go down. So does a flag, and he's near midfield. Let's see what the flag is.
Might be a block in the back of it on the sidelines, and in the vicinity where the flag was thrown, so it makes you think, especially on returns, it's some type of block in the back or hold. I could be wrong, though. I mean, I've only been wrong a couple times in my life, but might be the
so
third
far,
time.
you've been right with me so far. Let's see what the officials decide here. And then we may get a chance to take a look at it.
But you definitely know it's some kind of block in the back, but I don't know what they are waiting so long for.
The ball's marked all the way back to the 40-yard
Illegal use
line.
of hands on the defense, on the run back. Down.
That one goes against Gaffney. Let's take a look.
See here? Well, now I don't know. He didn't call that. He called illegal use of the hands. That was clearly a block in the back by Byrnes, but he called a penalty somewhere else. But we didn't see that in the highlights. The replay.
And hard to believe if our camera guys didn't catch it that it even happened. In fact, the Gaffney coaches are talking. They want to talk this one over.
I think he wants to talk to the ref because definitely Gaffney got blocked in the back over there on the Byrnes sideline.
They marked it off the wrong way.
I
maybe.
think so. Something's not right. I wonder if Tracy got any close-up.
Yeah, get in that huddle with him, Tracy. Just go on out there, Tracy, and get in there with them. In fact, Coach Strickland of the Gaffney Indians in his first year last year wins it all, and he wants to find out exactly what happened. Tracy, you know what's going on down there?
You know, I'm right here in the middle of all the Gaffney players. I'm sure they'd have their point of view for what's going on.
But you can look right there. I mean, just a clear, obvious block in the back by Byrnes, and they called illegal use of the hands. Just a terrible, terrible mistake by the officials because, I mean, the dude ribs and everything was exposed.
Well, so a definite break for the Byrnes Rebels. And they have 1st and 10 on the Gaffney 40. Spread formation. Gasson in motion. Korn finds his man on the right side. That is Jamar Anderson, the junior receiver. And again, Korn trying to spread it around, keep everybody happy, Corey.
Again, a lot of underneath throws. You haven't seen him throw the ball deep yet. Try to throw the fade to Brown earlier, but Gaffney is not. You can see here, this is just a wide receiving screen. But look at the pursuit. I mean, this is what you coach as a defensive coach. You talk about angles. You know, every guy, they had him cornered. That little triangle when you talk about a defensive player, nothing doing on that play.
Now they mark it back in the other direction. Ball on the...
We have a legal block in the back on the offense. Repeat, first down.
And he should have called that last time.
Is that a makeup call right there?
Yeah. We'll give him one.
1st and 22. Korn to the left. Looks down the sideline, has his man. That is Ronaldo Hunter. And again, Hunter usually down that left sideline. Freddie Brown on that right sideline.
But you see that, Coach? Perfect throw. I mean, that's a tough throw to make when you sprint and roll out to your left when you're a right-handed quarterback. And he put that ball exactly where it needed to be, low into the outside where the defensive back couldn't pick it off. You can see there, Hunter, big play guy.
No huddle offense now. 2nd and 15. This time to the right. That means he's looking for Freddie Brown. There he is, right there. Makes a nice move. Gets past one, all the way down to the 30. Gets knocked out of bounds by Strickland. And I just said Hunter on the left and Brown on the right.
You know, it's kind of pick your own poison. I mean, you can see here, they just rolled out left. Now they're going back to the right again. You see they sealed the outside force guy right there. Now look at the throw. Right in the center where it needs to be. Impressive hands there, soft hands by Brown, and a little spin move trying to work
That was
those
nice.
moves right there.
Big time weapons, the Byrnes Rebels. First and 10.
Excuse me, that's just a good looking football team.
Corn to the left. Tries to buy a little time, throws that one away wisely. He was looking for Ronaldo Hunter, and he had Gaston deep.
Again, smart quarterback. Nothing's there. He don't force the football. And you see that a lot of times in young quarterbacks. But, you know, they talked about Byrnes being quarterback youth. I mean, these guys, I mean, they breed great quarterbacks at this school.
Second and 10. Two to the left, Freddie Brown to the right. There's the handoff. Back to the right side. Goes down hard. No gain. That was Rodriguez Williams on the carry, and he gets stuck.
That's Trevin Green, the guy mentioned earlier that goes both ways. A good, solid farm tackle. Again, they tried to fake the little rollout right there. Came back with a draw play the opposite side. Looked good from the beginning, but again, the good speed of Gaffney defense was able to shut that play down.
And coming into the Byrnes lineup is Bradley Petrina, another wide receiver. He lines up in the slot on the right side. 3rd and 8. Corn looks for Freddie Brown down the left side. Just misses him. And Jeffrey Gallmer gets a lick.
Jeffrey Gamer. You see that? That was the post corner right. They tried to suck him with the post and ran the post corner, but Corn just a little strong right there on that pass. Overthrew Brown. You can see here, shotgun formation. Good protection right by the offensive line. Look at him. Stands in the pocket, sets his feet, delivers the football. You can see now it's a post corner. Just a hair too long right there. That could have been a little bit of a late hit, you know. Rough like, hey, you
Corn,
know, about
that's
to run
right.
me over.
Corn short-armed that one a little bit. Here's Gaston to the right and trips to the left. 4th and 8. Huge play right here. Hunter in motion. There's the slant across the middle to Freddie Brown. But it's incomplete, so Gaffney holds, and the people at the reservation, they love it. Let's crowd into it. Standing room only here. This is awesome.
It is awesome. Man, we have some great games so far. Great ball games. I mean, every game has been sold out. Crowd's been great. I mean,
and we're
weather's
coming back
been
here
great.
next week, too.
We love the reservation so much.
We're just going to stay here, you and me, roomy.
We just go shack up at the hotel, get us a room, watch a little cable, football, room service.
1st and 10 out of the shotgun. Pass is completed to Quay Tate. He gets up past the 30 to the 33, 34-yard line. And Quay Tate, Corey, he's the guy that got a chance to run out of the eye a couple weeks ago.
Yes, filled in for Smith.
When Smith could not play. A little disciplinary action there. 2nd and 5. Ball on the 33-yard line. Spread formation, Melton. Pass is completed. That's to Andy Strickland, very close to the first down marker. Did he get enough? I don't think he did. I think it's just shy of the marker.
Definitely about a
3rd and short.
For a measurement there. He's a hair short, maybe the nose of the football. You can see there, my PTP, my prime time player, Andy Strickland, 6 feet, 180 pounds. Man, he does it all. He punts, he plays defense, he plays wide receiver. He probably can play quarterback, give people Gatorade. I mean, whatever you ask
what
him
I
to
like
do.
about him, too, and it's a lot of pressure on the kid to be, one, the coach's son, but he does all the dirty work, too. He does a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
There's Melton, tries to horse it up over to the 40, and it looks like on second effort he gets enough for the first down.
Just a smidge. Just a quarterback sneak. Everybody in the stands knew that was coming when it's 3rd and it's just the nose of the football, and Melton just does just enough to get the first.
And he got hit, too, behind the line of scrimmage.
He did.
So good second effort by Nick Melton, 170-pound junior. Here's Melton again, looking for Sims. Goes down quickly, but a gain of a couple. There's that play that you just love to see, and get that receiver just into space. And that's Donald Sims, who is very talented, trying to get him the ball in the open field.
A lot of wide receiver screens, and that's right. You got to get the ball to your talented players. I mean, Sims obviously the big play guy, big threat guy, and but the speed of Byrnes' defense is so fast. Sometimes if you don't block them, man, they're going to be at the football.
2nd and 8 from the 42. I formation. Melton checking plays. They stay in the I. There's the give to Smith. Maybe a gain of 1.
Tell you what, Young is playing a great, great football game. I think Danny Learsh is everywhere. Everywhere. You can see here, just a standard I backfield draw play. Now watch this. Boom. Right there. Learsh comes up, head across, makes a great form tackle.
And Kyle Simpson in on that tackle as well. Now it'll be 3rd and 6. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. I formation. Melton, 3-step drop. Has Sims on the left sideline. Tries to break one tackle, gets out of bounds at about the 49, and it'll be 4th and a long one. And first decision for Coach Strickland.
What do you do?
Well, and they've got to put some points on the board. So do they kick it away or do they keep it?
Well, I don't know. I mean, you can see here, good footwork right there by the receiver. Look at that. Man, that could have been picked, but corner had his head down. He's about a yard short.
That's a great job by our guys in the truck and our
that's
camera
awesome,
guys.
man.
Great shot of Donald Sims there. He's a player. And Coach Strickland decides to punt it away.
Now calling the timeout.
So Gaffney calls timeout with 4th and short. And they're going to come back, and we think they're going to punt it, but we'll have to wait till we come back. Keep it here, folks, the Charter High School football game of the week.
It's the only certified sales event, and it's going on now at Dick Brooks Honda. Certified pre-owned Hondas, each with a 28-point inspection, each with a Honda warranty. Now with a Dick Brooks Honda certified price. Civics, Accords, Odysseys, and CRVs. Pilots, Elements, this is your chance to save. Plus, Dick Brooks Honda has a solid selection of trucks and SUVs on sale and ready for instant delivery. But hurry, the Dick Brooks Honda certified sales event won't last forever. Rush to Wade Hampton Boulevard in Greer and save on Dick Brooks Honda certified.
Don't miss great Gamecock football this Saturday at 7 p.m. as the University of South Carolina takes on the Troy State Trojans live only on pay-per-view. Call 1-800-955-7766 to order or tune to channel 850. The SEC South Carolina Gamecocks host an impressive Troy team with wins over Marshall and Missouri, and you can only see it live on Charter Communications. Remember, this Saturday, 7 p.m. on pay-per-view. Tune to channel 850 or call 1-800-955-7766 today and beat the Saturday rush.
We got fans all over the place. There we see Corey. You got the clappers out here.
Make him clap. Look at that.
10,000 of them.
Girl, I mean, she's even hyped up. Gaffney changed her mind.
I like
go
it.
For it on 4th and short.
And I love it.
This is just strictly attitude right here.
I love
attitude.
It. 4th and very short. There's the give. Right off tackle along the left side. And they have enough for the first down. That was Trevin Grain.
And I tell you, during that timeout, one of the coaches on Gaffney's sideline was just irate. He was going crazy, getting the players hyped up. Looked like he was yelling at the coach. Saying, man, we're going for this thing. We got to have some attitude here.
Well, and we talked about before the break, they need to get points on the board to keep up with Byrnes. So punting the ball away isn't going to do that for them. So they keep possession, get the big first down. There's Melton, wants Strickland, but he gets hit right as he throws, and that was Matt Frady, the 5'10", 215-pound lineman for Byrnes.
I mean, just untouched. Nobody put a hand on him. Came clean right off the outside corner of the defense. You can't throw the ball.
Well, and again,
is
that a case, Corey, of having too many guys to block or just somebody getting beat?
Well, I'm looking at the front. I mean, they basically a 3- and 4-man front just running some stunts up the middle.
There's 2nd and 10. There's Charles Smith, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, gets down past the 40, all the way down to about the 37-yard line. Running hard, those knees flying, throwing those thighs at you.
Yeah. And the sad thing is that that's probably going to come back because they had holding. I mean, you can't have these breakdowns. You can see here, just a sprint draw play right here, designed perfectly. Rogers does a great job.
Boy, good balance.
Just running the football, running hard. But, again, offense does this a lot. Since I'm a defensive player, and I can say this, they cheat. They always want to hold somebody.
But you said a couple weeks ago, you can't let them hold you. Don't let that guy hold you, right? It's going to go back. Marking it off. It is holding.
On the offense, repeat, second down.
Second.
I love this Fisher, man. He's pretty funny.
He's got some experience. He's been around a while.
I was going
This
to
whole
say,
crew.
man, he definitely got some experience.
Second 22. Melton pumps once. Now he runs the left side. Takes on a couple guys. Goes out of bounds at about the 49. And Melton takes on 2 Byrnes players. How about that?
Shows you the heart of the quarterback. I mean, you know, we had a lot of big hits in that Union Gaffney game. I mean, and a lot of that, Melton was delivering some blows.
Well, he did
just quarterback, man.
He did then.
But you got to be smart, though, Coach. You know, you can't take a lot of those blows if you want to, you know, make it through the season and stay healthy, because eventually you'll get yourself hurt.
Well, there's a guy named Michael Vick in Atlanta that has had to learn that the hard way.
Who that is, as they say. Who that is.
That'd be a guy that would like to play here in this game right here. 3rd and 12. Melton throws to the backside. Has his man. That's Smith. Gets all the way down. Boy, he's fast.
Lazy.
It's about the 37-yard line. And nice play by Gaffney. They get Charles Smith out in the flat, makes a move.
Right there. I think that was Danny Lear-Smith. Just a basic screen play right here. Good protection. Now I want you to check this out right here. Missed tackle. But a lot of that just because of the balance and the determination of Smith. And great running right here. Now look, boom. Lowers his shoulder, delivers a blow. Good play.
He did deliver the blow. That was two Maurice Rice. It's now 1st and 10. Here's Melton. Tries to find Strickland on that wide receiver screen. Incomplete.
Tried it to the left, and why not try it to the right?
That's right.
You can see here that is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, and that should
That's
be
a
a
loose
fumble.
ball. How about
should
that?
be a fumble.
Go
If the
dive on it.
Byrnes guys were heads up by that, they could have picked that thing up and still be running. Nobody would have touched it.
How about that? 2nd and 10. Ball on the 38. Melton with the handoff to Smith. Tries the right side. Down over the 35 to the 34.
Tell you what, there's been 2 guys that we've called name on that defense all night. That's Young and Learsh.
That's right.
And the 2 defensive and linebacker type guys, but boy, they active and they're fast.
They are fast.
Again, just sprint draw, and this actually is a replay. Melton could, you know, they read the tackle there, but those guys are active and they just run to the football, man. You got to love that in a defensive player.
Greg Bruton also comes in for Byrnes to put a lick on Smith. 3rd and 7. I formation. Play action. Melton finds his man. He's got him. That's the guy that we've talked about a little bit ago, Monty Green. Nice two-way player for Gaffney. Very important guy on this team, Corey.
Good throw and catch there. Melton. But I think they're going to be about a yard or so short. Again,
so 4th and short. What are they doing this time?
Obviously, they're going to go for it now. If you went for it on the 49, you're going to go for it on the 29.
Now, they're going to call a timeout to talk about it like they did last time?
Are they going to get a measurement and see
See, they get the cheap timeout right there,
Right.
get the quickie, and they're on their own sideline already.
Yes, you got to always ask for the measurement and give yourself a little time to, you know, decide what you want to do. They're going to be about a yard and a half short.
But that gives them enough time to decide what they're going to do, talk to their coaches upstairs. And
you know what I like to do in those situations? And I do it with my kids. we get fourth and short like that, man, we hustle back line of scrimmage and we just run at the quarterback sneak or a dive play. It's pre-designed. And we catch the defense not ready. Pick up the first down.
Well, here we go, fourth.
All right.
And a full one.
Your chance to be prophetic here. What are they going to run, Coach?
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see a little play action. But I think the ball's been fumbled. No, not fumbled.
Quarterback sneak, and they got the first down.
They did get it. And Melton took a lick, too. He
He's
comes
tough,
out of
though,
the
man.
pile. Look at him.
You got to love that guy. He's hardy,
I do.
man. You know, the crowd got to give him his kudos. Give him his props, man. That's a tough quarterback.
See, I wanted play action.
Play action.
Would have
go
been
deep.
6, too. Yeah. But that's why I'm up here and not calling the plays, too.
But you are a coach. Do you have credentials?
Yeah, well, my 23 years coaching was hoops. First and 10. From the 26th. Fumble. Byrnes says they have it.
I think they do.
Ball goes over. The Byrnes Rebels come up with a turnover. That's a tough break for the
Wow.
Gaffney Indians. They needed to get to the end zone.
Just, I mean, you're moving the ball, you got momentum, and you turn the football over. You can't turn the ball over against a very good football team in Byrnes. You got to protect the football.
So give the Byrnes defense some credit. They come up with the stop.
I bet they'll try going deep here. They're going to try to get another score before halftime.
When we saw Byrnes against Greer, they had several touchdown drives of about 3 or 4 plays all the way down the field. There's Rodriguez Williams with the carry, and he gets a gain of 7 or 8. Let's look at the fumble.
Again, the power I formation, you can see this is a read. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about, Coach. A read play, it's an option, and he has a choice to pull it. Depends on what the tackle does, and you can see there clearly Melton tries to take the ball away from the fullback and just indecision right there by 2 players.
There's Korn's number, 7 of 12 for 52 yards as he heads over to the sideline.
Definitely not Korn-like figures
That's
or
right.
numbers.
One comes into tonight's game 64 of 96 on the year, 2 interceptions for 918 yards. That's 66%. He's thrown 9 touchdown passes. And Freddie Brown, who wants the ball, he came into the game leading Byrnes with 19 receptions on the year.
Downtown, Freddie Brown.
And
Won't
now
say hi to
Brown
his
and
dad, though.
Brown and Hunter have flip-flop sides. Usually Brown on the right side, Hunter on the left, and they have flip-flopped here.
Let's see here to the right side, Coach. One-on-one. The safety's up. Try to throw the ball deep.
Right up the gut. First down yardage. Rodriguez Williams. Guys up front doing the job, Corey.
Yeah, you go strength. You set your strength to the field. Put Hunter to the wide side of the field. Now, I like that matchup, one-on-one against anybody. As you can see now, they bring it to the field again, your strength, and slide to the short side.
2 wideouts to both sides. Here, Korn fakes the handoff, and he goes down, tackled by Jay Palmer, 310-pound senior for the Indians. Big fella.
Talking about a donut nut. Big man.
Really big. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 47-yard line. Korn under center. There's the handoff. Goes right, gets a block by Hunter. Goes down at the 40. And again, that's Rodriguez Williams.
Cuz, man. You got to call him Cuz.
Cuz Williams.
Again, sprint dive, and this is great vision. This is all Cuz right here. You know, they want to run the ball up in an A-gap. Nothing's there. A great back with great vision to make those cuts, get outside, get positive yardage. Good play.
And he's liking this, getting to run the ball a little bit.
I know, it's kind of uncharacteristic for Byrnes.
1st and 10. Korn with the keeper. Stays on his feet. Whistle didn't blow. Now they blow it dead, but Korn may have had a knee go down, but you didn't hear the whistle. So wisely, Corey, he kept going.
Smart player. Again, he's a smart player. I like Korn. I'm trying to figure out who I like better, though, because I do like my boy Strickland now. He's a player. I mean, he hasn't done much tonight, but say this kid can play.
We're going to go down to Tracy on the sideline and find out some info from Daniel about Daniel Barton, who got hurt last time we saw Byrnes. Tracy?
Yeah, he sure did. That's always scary. You never want to see a player hurt, especially when it appears to be serious. Daniel Barton, number 1, backup quarterback for Byrnes. He did suffer a concussion against Greer, but I've spoken with Daniel tonight. He said he's got a clean bill of health. He's dressed out. He's hoping to get some play time tonight.
Thanks, Tracy. Good job. And Corey, remember, Barton went down hard, and they took him after the game for precautionary measures in the ambulance to the hospital, but we're glad that he's okay.
Yeah, thank God that he's doing well, man. That was a scary sight.
3rd and 9. Korn throws deep, looks for Ronaldo Hunter, doesn't get him. That play defended by O'Brien Littlejohn with the breakup there. Nice play.
The Littlejohn brothers. I mean, again, great coverage right there on Brown, and that pass was almost picked off.
Sure was.
But I tell you, kudos to Gaffney's defense, man. They have played solid.
They really have.
Half. I mean, they haven't given Byrnes much at all.
Be 4th and 9. Brandon Branch back to punt. Punts from just inside his 50-yard line. That's Andy Strickland. Makes the fair catch, but lets it go barely into the end zone. So Gaffney will take over from their own 20 when we come back. Last minute or so of the second quarter. Keep it right here on the Charter Communications High School Football Game of the Week.
Did you know Peachtree Ford is only a 15-minute drive from Spartanburg? Come see us today during our Peachtree Challenge. We want you to go see the big boys in Spartanburg, all over the upstate of North Carolina. Bring in a competitor's written quote, and if we can't make you happy by smashing the other guy's prices, we'll give you a $2,000 shopping spree. Here at Peachtree Ford, we are committed to excellent service and customer satisfaction. So come see us just down the road from high prices in Gaffney at 714 Chesney Highway, or call us at 864-489-4764, and you'll experience the Peachtree difference.
I'm Trip Whitlock. Whitlock's Furniture brings you the Visco Foam Sleep System from Jameson. Featuring the space-age viscoelastic foam developed by NASA, the Jameson model is $700 less than the other national brands. And at Whitlock's, delivery is always free. Or for the ultimate in comfort, choose Jameson Solid Latex Mattress. Hypoallergenic and backed with a 15-year non-prorated warranty. Jameson at Whitlock's Furniture, 945 Haynes Street, Spartanburg.
We are back 1st and 10 from the 20. Melton with the handoff up the gut. Again, that's his guy, Charles Smith, 5'8", 180-pounder.
Gaffney liking his power I formation, and formation we didn't see last time we saw him play down in Union.
And that's we probably didn't see it because they didn't have Charles out there running the ball.
I mean, 180 pounds versus a 140-pound Quay Tate. It's a big difference.
That's right.
The crowd is a little quiet, Coach.
Well, and they're wanting this game to go. We just had one of the Byrnes players, Josh Williams, his helmet was off, and the official was talking to him. But they're back and ready to roll, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Coming up on 1 minute to go here in the second quarter. Power I. Melton looks deep, looking for Strickland. Well defended by Prince Miller, who actually had a couple steps on Strickland all the way.
Yeah, I mean, that's just the play they ran earlier. I mean, just throw it up there, let Strickland run and get it, but well defended there by Prince Miller. He just backed off and almost got an interception. I'll say almost, but he was closer than Strickland.
There's a look at Nick Melton right there. Very impressive in the win a couple weeks ago at Union.
I tell you what, he impressed, and so did the whole Gaffney team. Impressed my oldest son, CJ, and he said, "Daddy, can I go to high school at Gaffney?" I said, "Yeah, you'd be driving there every day, back and forth from Columbia."
3rd and 10. Power I. Melton with a pitch. That's Smith, and he goes down. Nice play on defense for Byrnes. That was Matt Frady.
Matt Frady right there going to toss sweep and just beats the block of the offensive tackle right there. Good hands. Smith he beats, and Frady says, yeah, holler at me. I'm on TV.
And now it'll be 4th and 10 from their own 16.
Go for it. I'm kidding.
Both.
Only 48 seconds, Coach, in this second quarter, man. It kind of flew by, didn't it?
It sure did. And also what flew by was that weather that we had last week. We were supposed to bring you Broom at Hannah. The game was moved to Thursday, and we showed up for the ball game. And you know who came through for us, even though Mother Nature didn't? It was the folks at Moe's. They came through, delivered the meal for us Thursday. Even though the game didn't happen, fed our crew. We sure appreciate them. And Moe's Southwest Grill in Spartanburg, Moe's knows burritos, and the entire crew, myself included, we're pretty much addicted to those chips and cheese that they've got.
Is that queso dip or queso?
Yes,
What do you call
yes,
that?
queso. Yeah,
queso. Yeah, that
it's
was
awesome.
good. I tried that, man.
I had a bucket of it. There's Strickland to punt it from his own 7-yard line. And Prince Miller backs away, lets it go. And it'll be downed right on the 30-yard line. Whistle blows. Be 36 seconds to go here in the first half.
Well, I think if you're Gaffney, Coach, I mean, you got to be somewhat pretty happy. I mean, that's only down 7-0. I mean, a turnover and a lot of penalties, but only giving up 7 points to this offense that we harped and raved on in the pregame show has just truly been non-existent. I mean, God, but I'm telling you, if you've never seen this Byrnes team play, I mean, they can play, but give Gaffney's defense credit, man. They played a heck of a first half.
Well, and again, this is a team that won the Big 16 championship last year here in Gaffney. There's Hunter on the wide receiver reverse, comes across the grain, flag goes down.
You know that's holding. I mean, anytime that flag is thrown right there where those big linemen are, usually they got caught cheating. Or legal receiver or lineman down the field, one of the two.
You can tell by Korn's body language, he doesn't like it, so they're going to back up. Byrnes really hasn't gotten untracked yet and did most of their damage, Corey, on the ground.
Yep, they ran the football more, than what we've seen the last 2 or 3 ball games that they played, and maybe they thought they could run. I don't know. But if it's me, if I'm the coach of this offense, I am gunslinging it. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to get the ball in the hands of Brown, Hunter, Gaston, whoever.
And Coach Strickland wanting his guys to take the penalty and back them up.
Well, they're talking about it. A lot of discussion is going on down there. And, I mean, 28 seconds left in the second quarter before halftime. I mean, just back them up and, you want to make them go as far as they have to go.
Well, here they go, and there the white hat starts to step it off. And that's what Coach Phil Strickland wanted, was trying to get the attention of his team. And now.
Eligible receiver downfield. Replay, first down.
I knew it was one of them, holding or an eligible guy downfield.
You called it.
I told you I've only been wrong twice in my life.
That's right, and not with us.
That's right.
You going to tell us when you were wrong?
If I can get away without you knowing it.
Yeah, you better just quit while you're ahead. It'll be first down and about 16 yards.
The officials
they're struggling, to be honest with you.
what they're doing. But
they're having a tough night. It'll be first and 15. And the game clock goes. So right at 20 seconds now. Melton with the handoff. Miller across the 30 to the 35, goes down hard. It's a nice tackle by guess who?
PTP.
Andy Strickland.
Told you that's all purpose, man. I mean, he played defensive back in that Union game just as good as he played on the offensive side of the ball. Again, he got another
flag. Now we'll go back, and That carry was by Rodriguez Williams. Hard runner.
Tell you what.
And wants this opportunity tonight. If they're not going to be able to throw it, he wants to step up and get his chance to take the load.
I can promise you that Coach Bobby Bentley will give his team
the
some
back,
lip service.
offense, replay first down.
Get a lot of lip service at halftime because they have shot themselves in the foot and made mistake after mistake. I mean,
and have a 7-0 lead. And the clock will run out. And Gaffney will go to the locker room wishing they took advantage of those opportunities. And Byrnes lucky to be ahead 7-0. But so Byrnes heads to the locker room at the reservation ahead 7-0. And you know, Corey, I don't think anybody at this venue at the reservation thought the score would be 7-zip at this time.
I was thinking it would be about 28-21.
Both teams are stopping. The officials have not left the field yet, and so they may have to come back for one more play.
He's
How
waving.
about that?
I see the hand saying, come and bring it back, bring it back. And you talking about struggling, man. These guys are just having a tough time.
And after the penalty, they marked it off. Do you start? I thought you just start the play clock, but you don't start the game clock.
Right.
And they did. They started the game clock.
The game clock, so they got.
Is that right? Am I right there?
You're right on there. They got to snap the ball.
So is this the same crew from the Tennessee-Florida game last week? They said that they disciplined that crew.
Boy, they're struggling, man. I mean, you talk about experience.
And I think that's what happened. I think after they marked the penalty,
they
started.
Exactly right.
They should start the play clock, but not the game clock.
Right, exactly. And you got to snap the ball, run the clock out, and then you can go and get your Gatorade and protein bars, whatever you do at halftime.
So everybody hustling back for one play with no time left on the clock. But on the field, there's.
Well, they're supposed to put the 3.9 seconds or whatever it was on the clock back. They got to put it back on the clock, snap the ball, and then take it in the locker room.
But they may not have the ability to tell the folks in the press box how much time is left. So Korn takes a knee, and now they say halftime. So they head off to the locker room again. And our Tracy Wade will try and catch up with Bobby Bentley. He's going to want to talk to his guys at halftime. Or maybe she'll try and get Coach Strickland. And she is. She's with Coach Strickland right now. So when we can, let's pitch it on down to Tracy. Tracy, you got it?
That's right, guys. I'm down here with head coach Phil Strickland. Coach, this has been a tough game for both teams so far. You had a critical moment there in the second quarter when you could get some points on the board. What do you say to your offense at halftime?
Well, we've got to get some offense going. We don't have any right now, and when we do, we're not holding on to the football, and we're getting a few sacks. So our defense is playing really good. We just got to get our offense going.
Great. Well, thanks for talking with us. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, Ralph and Corey.
Thanks, Tracy. Good job. A nice question of the coach. She said, critical time, and you guys basically didn't get it done. And I liked his answer, too. His defense is playing well, but they got to get it in the end zone.
I mean, exactly what we're thinking up here. I mean, and they're playing well, but, the fumble has cost them some points down there.
We're going to take a break right now and listen to the Haynes Musical Halftime Show, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you enjoy it.
Getting the vehicle of your dreams has never been easier because at Dave Edwards Toyota, it's a done deal. Incredibly low interest rates and huge rebates on the entire award-winning Toyota lineup. Done deal. 15-minute price and payment and 1-hour delivery. You guessed it. It's a done deal. Plus, when we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter what you owe.
So come and experience the difference at Dave Edwards Toyota, where your satisfaction is a done deal.
Gregory, don't eat so fast. Gregory, don't walk so fast.
All my life, I've had a need for speed.
Gregory, don't ride so fast.
So up to 50 times faster than dial-up. Charter high-speed internet is a no-brainer.
Love speed? Get hooked on Charter high-speed internet. Up to 50 times faster than dial-up. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked.
Gregory, don't drive so fast.
Cable. The power of choice. At Charter Media, it is our mission to be the recognized leader in all of our markets of delivering the most valuable, highest quality, most comprehensive, and intelligible media service advertising. The true power of cable allows you to demographically and geographically target your advertising to those people who support your business. In other words, cable believes that you should stop counting the people that you can reach and start reaching the people who count. Concentration, after all, is the key to every economic success. At Charter Media, our goal is to help your business and the communities that we serve grow.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and hope you enjoy the Haynes Music Halftime Show. Listen in. Folks, we're going to take a break. Keep it here. Halftime, Byrnes leads at the reservation 7-0. We'll be back.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages, step right up under the big top seat. Dino, the discounting dinosaur. Right here in ring number 1, Dutch Dakota pickup. Discounted Dino, $7,000 off. Unbelievable. And in this ring, Dodge Caravans. Discount them down, Dino. $5,000 off. The greatest discounts on earth under the big top down at Union Chrysler Dodge Jeep.
Weichert Realtors Peggy Wilson has the upstate covered.
After frustrating months of trying to sell our home on our own, we contacted the experts at Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates. They sold our home in an open house.
Weichert, Peggy Wilson and Associates sold our house for full price and then found us our dream home. This has been the best real estate experience ever.
If you're buying or selling, call the experts at Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates. They make dreams come true. They really sell more because they do more.
Don't miss great Gamecock football this Saturday at 7 p.m. as the University of South Carolina takes on the Troy State Trojans live only on pay-per-view. Call 1-800-955-7766 to order or tune to Channel 850. The SEC South Carolina Gamecocks host an impressive Troy team with wins over Marshall and Missouri, and you can only see it live on Charter Communications. Remember, this Saturday, 7 p.m. on pay-per-view. Tune to Channel 850 or call 1-800-955-7766 today and beat the Saturday rush.
Coming up at the Peace Center, the Charter Communications High-Speed Selection.
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz.
And that's what's happening at the Peace Center with the Charter High-Speed Selection. Tickets on sale now or log on to www.peacecenter.org.
Welcome back, everybody. We're at halftime. The Byrnes Rebels lead the Gaffney Indians 7-0 at Gaffney. They call this place the Reservation, and what a place it is. Our very own Tim Bachman had a chance to visit with the folks at J.L. Mann this week. We always try and do something fun at halftime, and so we're going to go to that right now with Tim Bachman at J.L. Mann.
Playing quarterback for my dad, I think I have the extra comfort in knowing I can go home if I have a question, whether it be the game or the film of next week's game, anything like that. If I have any problems at all, he's there to help me. And he pushes me more than any of my other coaches. He wants me to be the best that I can be. I think that really helps me out a lot.
With Rhett being the quarterback and being his dad and coach, I really don't feel a lot of added pressure. I think I'm probably harder on him than the rest of them. I know what each kid is capable of, and I treat him just the same way as I do all the rest of them. And I think my wife feels more pressure sitting up in the stands than anybody else. I don't think Rhett or I are really affected by the pressure situation.
Have we ever disagreed on a football field? Yes, many times. Usually he's right and I'm wrong, but I put up my fight every now and then, but he seems to know a little more about it than I do. So, I mean, he pushes me. He tries to teach me everything he knows.
Nikki and Rhett have a very unique relationship. They are very close on the field and off. Rhett respects Nikki on the field as his coach, and at home, he's dad.
Yeah, after each game and every practice, of course, we have to go home together and sit around the dinner table, and sometimes we discuss football, and we'll discuss strategies and defenses that we'll see. And Rhett is a lot like me. He's kind of quiet, and sometimes, you know, we choose not to talk. We'll just talk about other things. And you know, this is a sport for him, and it's a job for me. It's not his life. And although he loves all sports, he's got a lot of other interests, and just like all other teenagers do.
He's a great guy. He never lets anything go to his head. He's a great student, great football player, great student athlete. So, yeah.
Rhett's the perfect example of a student athlete. I mean, he does well in the classroom. He does well outside the classroom. He's an outstanding young man. We're lucky to have him. He represents J.L. Mann well in every aspect, and you know, he truly is the epitome of a student athlete, and we're happy to have him. I mean, he's a good young man.
It's a real unique situation that not a lot of people get to do. You know, I look forward to it for such a long time, and I've got a few more children on the way, and hopefully they'll get to play for me one day.
Father-son relationship's pretty good. Quarterback-coach relationship isn't bad. They get along pretty well. They have their differences.
They have their differences on the field sometimes. But get into little arguments sometimes, and Rhett's got to go off the field.
Hey, but that's part of the game.
That's how you play the game.
Being Mickey's wife and Rhett's mother is often difficult. They don't generally bring the football home, but sometimes I do find myself in the middle of them. I talk to Mickey about one thing, Rhett about another, hear both sides of it, and then try to just be the listener and the go-between between both of them.
The future for Rhett in sports, if this is what he wants to continue to do, I hope he has an opportunity. Like all our kids, whether it be football, baseball, the sport that he loves the most. But you know, preparing each kid for life and preparing Rhett for what's to come, I think is the most important thing that we can do for these kids.
That was outside the game, like father, like son. Great piece and good work by Tim Bachman with Mickey Crocker, the coach, even his wife, Carol Crocker, and the quarterback, Rhett Crocker of the J.L. Mann Patriots. We'll be back with more of the Haynes Music Halftime Show, and when we come back, in fact, our own Tracy Wade will visit with Gaffney principal Dr. Quincy Moore right after this.
You live a lot of your life between 0 and 55. No one understands that like your State Farm agent. That's why more people insure their cars with us than anyone else. Because we think car insurance should be as much about you as it is about your car.
Visit your local Spartanburg State Farm agent today. Steve Miller in downtown Spartanburg, Cliff Gobert on the east side, or Tom Chester on the west side.
I'm a donut nut, I'm a donut nut, I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
I'm Glenn Reese with Krispy Kreme Donut Company. Folks, if your club, church, or group or worthy cause needs to make a whole lot of money, try selling Krispy Kreme donuts. Call the Spartanburg Krispy Kreme at 585-1956 and ask for Glenn Reese. Thank you.
I'm a donut nut, I'm a donut nut, I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
Before or after the game, come on over to Moe's Southwest Grill. Open the door, you'll get a big welcome to Moe's. And you'll love that welcome. But it's the Southwest cuisine and the fun atmosphere that makes Moe's marvelous. Moe's knows burritos, Moe's knows quesadillas, Moe's knows salads, and Moe's knows you like everything fresh. And it is. They don't even have a freezer. Welcome to Moe's, where your selection is prepared right in front of you. Moe's Southwest Grill, 101 Dorman Center Drive in Spartanburg. Welcome to Moe's.
Something's cooking in Greenville. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Turner South and Charter Communications present Tori McPhail in person at Fall for Greenville. Tori McPhail, star of Turner South's Off the Menu, will appear Saturday at 4 on the IFH Culinary Stage. Fall for Greenville is a 3-day festival showcasing the best local music and restaurants in Greenville, South Carolina. You won't want to miss it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 8th, 9th, and 10th on Main Street in Greenville, South Carolina. Sponsored by Turner South and Charter Communications.
Welcome back to the Haynes Music Halftime Show. We're here live in Gaffney, South Carolina at the Reservation, where the Byrnes Rebels are up 7-0. The Gaffney Indians. It's really anybody's football game right now. I'm lucky enough to be joined by Gaffney Principal, Dr. Quincy Moore. Dr. Moore, first of all, thank you so much for being so welcoming. Your fans, your community, everyone's just been so welcoming to us here.
Thank you, Tracy. The Gaffney fans are the best. I mean, they're always supportive. Whether we're winning or we're losing, you can always count on them being here in a game like tonight. I mean, this is an incredible turnout, and I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, and so am I.
I know they do have a full house here tonight, and you can tell how excited the fans are at every moment in the football game so far. Let's talk about athletics, because boy, year after year, Gaffney is a powerhouse in football and basketball. How do you maintain that sort of level every year?
I'll tell you, Tracy. Last winter, when our basketball team won the state championship, there had been a drought for a few years, and the kids in the building, you know, once we won that state championship, I mean, things really turned around. The morale in the building changed. The golf team won the state championship in the spring. then the football team in the fall, basketball team again in the winter, and then we had a young lady, a sophomore. She was a long jumper at state champion, and so we've had 5. And I mean, it just, you know, once it kind of catches on, it just, the momentum has taken over itself in terms of athletics, and the kids now kind of expecting, you know, they're expecting somebody this fall to bring something home, and which is nice. A lot of pressure on the coaches, but it's really nice for the kids and the fans.
Yeah, that's a good position to be in. Now, as far as student life, can you tell me about, we know how amazing Gaffney is in their athletics, but you also excel in the classroom. Can you tell me about student life at Gaffney High?
Sure. The last 3 years, we have been really fortunate with our test scores. We're not where we want to be, but we have risen over the last couple of years. SAT scores have gone up. This year, they've gone up 5 points. But last year, we went to an academy setting where we double-blocked the English and the math classes at the 9th and 10th grade levels. And I really think that over time, we're going to see substantial increases. We had really nice results on our HSAT test, which is a test that the 10th graders took for the first time last year. Very pleased, in fact, gave a party for them this past week, a celebration for the juniors, took them outside, had inflatables, pizza, drinks, a DJ, and that kind of incentive, to me, is what's helping them do well. And so I've been real pleased with the academic life as well as the athletics, because I want the school to be known for academics as well as athletics.
Right. Well, you definitely have proven yourself on the field and off. Thank you so much for joining us and for hosting us in such a welcoming way. We really appreciate being here. Thank you. I'm going to send it to break right now for a commercial, but do stay tuned. We're here at the reservation where Byrnes Rebels are up 7-0, Gaffney Indians.
Let's be honest about car insurance companies. You've had a car accident. Your car insurance company requires that you go to a body shop of their choice. Often this is done because the insurance company is receiving a discount from that shop at the expense of quality parts and service. The insurance company wins, the shop wins, you lose. Know your rights. You have the right to take your car to the repair shop of your choice. This message is brought to you by Trotter & Sons Body Shop, reputable and reliable for over 40 years.
People ask me all the time. They say, Mike, Marvin, Mooch,
John, what's up with this new NFL network?
And every time I say the same thing.
If you're a real football fan and you have a steady pulse
and you own a television set, chances are
there's a good possibility,
it's a pretty safe bet,
that you will love it.
Love it. Love it.
Love it.
Love it. You will love it. I'll personally guarantee that you'll enjoy it immensely.
NFL Network is now available on the Charter Sports tier on digital channel 320.
Something's cooking in Greenville. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 8th, 9th, and 10th. Turner South and Charter Communications present Tori McPhail in person at Fall for Greenville. Tori McPhail, star of Turner South's Off the Menu, will appear Saturday at 4 on the IFH Culinary Stage. Fall for Greenville is a 3-day festival showcasing the best local music and restaurants in Greenville, South Carolina. You won't want to miss it. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, October 8th, 9th, and 10th on Main Street in Greenville, South Carolina. Sponsored by Turner South and Charter Communications.
Tom was a sucker for any computer virus.
Hey, look, I got a secret admirer in the Netherlands. Hey! Auto can fix hair loss? Okay. Hey! Who's Nobuku? No!
Then Tom got Charter Internet with virus protection. Now he doesn't get viruses from secret admirers or anyone else.
I'm lonely.
Yes, Tom. But at least your computer is virus-free.
Oh, yeah.
New 3 meg high-speed internet service with virus protection. Get Charter and get hooked.
We are back at halftime. It's the Charter High School football game of the week, and the Byrnes Rebels on the road at the reservation lead the Gaffney Indians 7-0. And we had actually a pretty wild halftime, or first half, Corey. We had, and we're going to take a look at some of the replays here.
And this is the big run. I think that's Prince Miller setting Byrnes up. You know, big run down the right side of that offensive line, and this is going to set up the only touchdown. Just right, people. I said the only touchdown we've seen tonight, and we talked about the high-octane offense, and that's the only play they had right there. Brown getting a touchdown on the end and around piece. He's out there, you can see. And this is a big fumble. Gaffney's now driving the football down the field, and you can see that Melton saying, what's wrong? He didn't supposed to take the ball. Fullback pulled him away. A big play in the game because if they'd have scored, this game would have been tied, Coach, 7-7. But, again, you can see at the stats, first down, the game is pretty even except for the rushing. You can see there, Byrnes, 108 yards. We talked about the passing, but they're running the football to Gaffney's 26, 52-yard passing. I mean, a combined less than 100 yards for both teams, Coach.
And a big stat at the bottom, 8 penalties for Byrnes and 5 for Gaffney. We're going to go down to Tracy Wade with Coach Bobby Bentley right now. Trace.
Yes, I'm down here with Coach Bentley. Coach, that Gaffney defense, they're playing a tight game. What do you want to see happen out there the second half?
Well, we got to do a better job with these penalties. It seems like these penalties is constantly in a long-yarded situation, kind of losing the momentum. If we can get the momentum back and go down and score, I'd feel a little better.
You have to be proud of your defense. They had a critical turnover that they got there in the second quarter.
But I think our defense kind of, gets the unsung hero award all the time. They never get the heralded remarks that our offense does. And Coach Miller and his staff's done a good job of containing their offense. Gaffney's very good offensively.
Great. Well, thanks for talking with us, and good luck to you. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Tracy. Tracy doing a nice job, and that's Bobby Bentley. Not used to losing, Cora. He's won a bunch in a row, and, of course, they weren't able to play last week. They were supposed to play down in Florida, and the weather. Mother Nature said, no, you're not going to play that one.
Yeah, and they had the week off, and maybe that's got something to do with, them being so lackadaisical on offense. But I think the play calling hasn't been what we've seen. I mean, they've ran the ball a lot more. You saw it in the diagram, 108 yards rushing and only 52 yards passing. But I think this second half, you're going to see Coach Bentley turn these guys up a little bit, start throwing more balls down the field, and try to get this thing broken up in a little bit.
Well, how about this, though, Corey? Is it also possibly the fact that for the first time this year, Gaffney is somebody that matches up skill-wise with the Byrnes receivers? And so, a lot of times it looks like Byrnes is just playing, 7-on-7. Their receivers are so good, and it just they're playing pass and catch. But Gaffney appears so far to match up with them pretty well.
They have, Cameron Tate and Trevin Green, the guy who goes both ways, and then my man PTP. You got Strickland out there in the safety. So yeah, they got great athletes in the secondary. But I think they've been backing off, and they're not going to let Byrnes throw the ball down the field. They're giving them a lot of underneath routes, to the tight ends, caught 2 or 3 balls, the backs, and they coming up and they wrapping up with some good open field tackling.
So the Byrnes Rebels had a halftime where they're probably lucky to be down or ahead 7-0, and Gaffney making too many mistakes. They've got to put it in the end zone, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. But the Byrnes Rebels last year, check this out. This is, I think, pretty amazing. The last 2 years they've won back-to-back 4A Division II state championships. They've won back-to-back Region 2 4A championships. Last year they beat this Gaffney team 42-14. Gaffney ends up being the Big 16 state champs. They also defeated 3A state champ Greer 42-28. So this is a program that right now 3-0. They're not used to losing, but playing a Gaffney Indian team that lost the first game of the year by just 3 to Dorman. Then they lost a tough one, 14-10 to TL Hanna. Bounced back with a big win at Union that we broadcasted, 24-10. And then earlier this week, Monday night, they beat Boiling Springs 49-13 to go 2-2. And not a lot of preparation time, Corey,
right,
for Gaffney for this game tonight.
But you know what, Coach? Sometimes that's good. I mean, guys in the rhythm, they're playing. Get out there and play quickly. And, we talked to Coach Strickland early in the year, and he told us that, hey, we're only a player or 2 away from being 2-0 instead of 0-2, and we got them. And so this is a good football team. They were, they're defending state champions. They can play. They got great athletes. They got a great quarterback. They got great defensive players. And, they match up well with Byrnes. But, again, the penalties is the story for Byrnes. And you
exactly
see there,
right. And
8 penalties, 75 yards, 5 for Gaffney. But every time Byrnes somewhat got a drive started, they shot themselves in the foot with penalties. And, Coach Bentley mentioned that or alluded to the fact that they got to cut the penalties out, and he feel like they can get something going.
That's exactly right. And we expected end-to-end scoring all over the place. And with all the flags, neither team really got into any kind of offensive rhythm. Give the defenses some credit. There's the welcome to the reservation. There's our CSS sign, and we are glad to be here at the reservation, and we will be back. next week as well.
See my arm there, Coach?
I did. See, you get
I need
you
to get
get
some TV
airtime,
time,
man.
baby. I need
That's
some.
right. So the Gaffney Indians will kick this off, and their kicker, haven't called his name yet today, Justin Harris. We had a lot of him when the Indians got the big win at Union, and they will kick it off. A low liner. And picked up on the 11-yard line, right up the middle. Goes all the way to the 35, 36-yard line. That is Prince Miller, really a valuable player for Byrnes. Gets most of his playing time on the defensive side.
He's the Prince, and I made a mistake in those highlights, and that was Cuz Williams who made that big run. That's Will Corn's number 7 for 13 for 52 yards. Unwill-like, but I expect that to change, Coach, the second half.
Well, let's see what adjustments both coaches made. And here's Corn with a little option pitch right off the bat. And he could go all the way down, just a shoestring tackle inside the 40. That's Rodriguez Williams with the carry. So Byrnes showing something we haven't seen yet. Quick little option.
Little option play out the shotgun. Good read there by Corn. Pitches it to Rodriguez Williams. And you can see he turns on the afterburners, and this is a great shoestring tackle there by Little John, else he would still be running up that hill celebrating.
I thought he was gone. 1st and 10 from the 36. Corn keeps it. Cross past the 30, turns the corner, goes out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. So enough for another first down. So 2 plays, 2 first downs.
Well, you can tell Coach Bentley gave those guys some lip service because they're coming out. They're going to no huddle. You can see here. Great run. We talked about his ability to throw the football. But, yes, Will Corn can run, and these guys got the momentum, Coach, and they're rolling.
1st and 10 from the 24. There's the pass out into the left side intended for Jamar Anderson, incomplete.
Little high right there. I mean, Byrnes like that little half roll. I mean, and they do it a lot to the left, which is unusual for a right-handed quarterback. But most of the time, Will Corn makes a good throw. I mean, maybe he feels comfortable. I mean, you think they would do it more to the right side since he's right-handed.
And maybe they go to the wide side. Ball on the right hash. 2nd and 10. There's Rodriguez Williams. 8 carries, 111 yards. Nice job on the ground. Here he is again, right up the middle. Goes down. Maybe a gain of 1 or 2.
Cuz Williams right there. You can see the big number, 74. Jay Palmer getting in on the tackle, and you know they've been a little soft up the middle. Gaffney's defense, and that Cuz brought a couple of runs up the gap.
No gain. Be 3rd and a long 10, maybe 11. Gaffney Indians, the crowd into it. There's Corn trying to bark out signals, get everybody organized. Shotgun goes to the left again. Now tries to get into the middle, and he goes down. And that is Clay Champion with the tackle, the 6-foot, 280-pound junior for Gaffney on the stop.
Again, that play starts with the containment. As you can see here, the contain does a good job getting up the field, make Corn step up in the pocket, and now the backside pursuit and Champion, and he played that play like a champion, comes in and gets the sack.
That's a big stop right there. It'll be 4th and 16, and they're going to go for it.
Tell you what, they better hurry up because the clock is ticking.
Wouldn't surprise if they have to call a timeout here, but shotgun. Corn flushes to the right. Looks for Hunter on the end zone. Hunter comes back. Does he have enough for the first down? That was Ronaldo Hunter, was all the way down near the goal line, Corey, and came back as soon as Corn started to scramble a little bit. Wisely comes back to help out his QB.
Great job of improvisation. You can see here, great job protecting by the offensive line of Byrnes. Now, you know, Corn rolls out trying to improvise, but you got to like the job that Hunter did. He saw his quarterback in duress, came back out the end zone, got it open, completed the pass, but yet still came up short of the first down.
Just short, so the ball goes over. The defense does their job, get the big stop on Byrnes. You don't see Byrnes stopped very often, and Gaffney will take over with 1st and 10 on their own 15.
Tell you what, I mean, got a new quarterback in the game for Gaffney, and that's the sophomore.
That's the sophomore, Malcolm Long, 6'1", 200-pounder. What an athlete. And he keeps it right up the gut, faked it to Charles Smith. Tried the right side, and maybe a gain of 1.
Well, maybe just switching quarterback, just a little change up, putting a bigger guy in there, maybe try to pound a little bit, wear down that defense. Byrnes, who's their front line, and Young, and was that 59, I can't think of his name, but those guys have been very active that first half. And that's Danny Lear, so I'm alluding to.
Here's Long. Finds Sims at the 23 and immediately goes down. Good hard tackle by Prince Miller on the stop.
I like that name.
Prince Miller's everywhere.
He is. Return
Have you asked him for his jersey yet?
I'm going to let him hold on to it, but, you know, I'm not. He got half of the number, right? He got the 5. He just needs the 7. He's missing the 7.
There's a look at Prince Miller. He's had a nice game tonight. 5'10", 185-pound junior. 3rd and 2 for the Indians from their own 22. Long with the pitch to Smith. Pursuit catches up to him, and a big stop for the Byrnes Rebels.
Big time play from Byrnes right there to go with the option, and you can see in the replay, it's just a straight read option. Great job of pulling right there, but look, this is where speed kills right here. You can see the pursuit, 3, 4 Byrnes guys right around that ball carrier. There's no way he had a chance, Coach, to make that first down.
So Andy Strickland will punt it away for Gaffney. And Prince Miller back for Byrnes. Ball goes to the right side, out of bounds. So Byrnes will take over with great field position.
I mean, you cannot give Byrnes this type of a short field to work with, because
exactly right.
Eventually they're going to hurt you. And you can see they're coming on the field really quick, and they're speeding that offense up. I mean, they had a nice drive there, the first drive, but, you know, shot themselves in the foot with this big sack.
So Byrnes takes over on the 37. Freddie Brown to the right. Hunter, Gaston to the left. That's for Bradley Petrina in motion. And there's the give to Williams. Wanted to go up the middle, cut it outside. It doesn't get anything. That is great hustle. In fact, Tim McGill, Corey, has been flying around the field all game long. He's had a great game.
He has. I mean, he's everywhere, made some great tackles in the backfield. I mean, guy just active. I mean, he's looking at this guy as a linebacker. You see here trying to get the ball outside. Cuz trying to use the stiff arm, but McGill said, hey, you're a player, but buddy, I'm a player hating you today.
Well, and it was McGill that chased down Korn on that last fourth down play, too. He doesn't give up. You got to love that. There's the handoff to Williams. Goes off tackle, and again, a host of Gaffney Indians, and this time McGill loses his helmet.
The guy is fired up, and he's playing a lot of emotion, and the Gaffney fans are loving it. You love it when the guy's helmet come off. He's still in there playing. Coach, I don't know if you can take this game. You're going to stick with them hoops. I mean, there's a lot of banging going on out there.
There's some meat popping out there, and the kind of hitting you'd expect from a 7-0 game with two great teams. But this really, we knew it'd be hard hitting, but we thought we'd have some more scoring. Still a fun game to be a part of. Now it's 3rd and 9.
It's weird to think that Gaffney and Byrnes, you think of a football game being a defensive struggle. And you see there McGill's hustling up like got some equipment problems going on. And that's, you see here, dive play. Now look, boom, right there. Good wrap up, form tackle, head
There we
across.
go.
Does not let up, and you like that.
Yeah, I
in a
love
football
that.
player. Holla.
3rd and 9, ball on the 36. Ronaldo Hunter in motion. Korn looks for Freddie Brown. He's got him down to the 20, inside the 20, down to the 16-yard line, and there's a big conversion right there for Byrnes.
Little hook route right there to Freddie Brown, and I'm just shocked that the guy was so wide open. I mean, nobody was really nowhere in the vicinity of Brown, and how can you leave a talented receiver coach wide open? You can see there he's 6'3", 200 pounds, already been offered by half a dozen schools. I'm sure Carolina's been one of those, and boy, a great football player.
Fake handoff by Korn. Gets down to the 15-yard line, gain of 2 or 3. And you mentioned how could Brown be that open after the tackle by Julius Wilkerson, but also that was one of the few times, Corey, that Will Korn's been able to plant his feet, step, and throw it, too.
Yeah, I mean, Gaffney has gotten pressure on Will Korn, and that's a lot of it. That's why it's only 7-0, because they're not giving him the time to set his feet, as you mentioned, and throw the football.
2nd and 9 from the 15. Trips to the right. Jamar Anderson to the left. Here's Korn. Wanted Jamar Anderson. Still looking for him. And the ball was intended for Anderson, but broken up. Really a nice play. I believe that was Jeffrey Gallmer. Remember, he had 3 picks against Union a couple weeks ago. Nice play by him.
Again, I mean, it seems like a broken play. Look at all the time that Korn's got. Now he gets a little pressure up the middle, rolls out, and you can see here Hunter trying to get open. Then over here, but a great play. That's just lays out, give up his body, knocks the ball down. PD, pass defense.
3rd and 9. Ronaldo Hunter breaks 1 tackle, gets down to about the 12-yard line. Another good stop by Gaffney. The old bend but not break, huh?
Hey, whatever you got to do, you're not giving up points, you're giving up some plays here or there, but you know what? Score's only 7-0. They're giving themselves a chance to stay in this ball game and a chance to win.
Kibler will come out to attempt the field goal. Ball is spotted on the 19-yard line. Be a 29-yarder from the left hash. The holder is Matt Quinn. The kick is up. And it's good. So Byrnes gets on the board again. They take a 10-0 lead at the Reservation. And those are huge points any way that you look at it. So Gaffney likes the fact that they didn't let him score a touchdown. But when we come back, it's 10-zip Byrnes.
Getting the vehicle of your dreams has never been easier because at Dave Edwards Toyota, it's a done deal. Incredibly low interest rates and huge rebates on the entire award-winning Toyota lineup. Done deal. 15-minute price and payment and 1-hour delivery. You guessed it. It's a done deal. Plus, when we make a deal, we'll pay off your trade no matter what you owe.
So come and experience the difference at Dave Edwards Toyota, where your satisfaction is a done deal.
Gregory, don't eat so fast. Gregory, don't walk so fast.
All my life, I've had a need for speed.
Gregory, don't ride so fast.
Set up to 50 times faster than dial-up. Charter high-speed internet is a no-brainer.
Love speed? Get hooked on Charter high-speed internet. Up to 50 times faster than dial-up. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked.
Gregory, don't drive so fast.
There's a look at Malcolm Long, the sophomore quarterback for Gaffney, limbering up. So Corey looks like he'll go back in again.
Well, I see
for Nick Melton.
Melton's on the sideline right there by Coach. I don't know if he's going in, but boy, is he a good-looking player. You can see that scoring drive, 6 plays. Coach.
6 plays, 64 yards. And the field goal is good. Time of possession was 3:09 for Byrnes. So,
but again, if you're Gaffney, you got to feel good about a 64-yard drive, and you only give up a field goal. I mean, this team, they can score points quick and in bunches.
Kibler with the pooch. And there's the fair catch. We've seen this a bunch. That's Monty Green.
Now, that was very...
Now, who's the guy for Greer that made the fair catch every single time Byrnes kicked off there? Remember, it was the same guy every time.
Yeah, I can't remember the name, but every time he was fair catching a lot.
And there's Malcolm Long as the offense for Gaffney huddles up. He takes the field, and he'll get a chance to see if he can move this offense.
I mean, I wonder what's going on with Melton.
Well, in the preseason, Corey, it was a fierce battle between Malcolm Long and Nick Melton, and they went with Melton. But obvious, this kid, Malcolm Long, is talented. There's the incomplete pass to Quay Tate.
I mean,
on first.
Quay Tate was just wide open right there and just dropped the football a little bit thrown behind him. But, man, he was wide open. Nobody touched him. He just ran straight down the field.
2nd and 10 from the 34.
He has nobody out there on the slot. He's wide open.
Long looks for Smith on the right side and goes down. Great defensive play. That's a big-time play by Matt Frady right there.
We called his name a lot as well.
He's done a nice job.
Been in on a lot of tackles. You can see, look like somebody's getting up slowly, a little shaking up.
That's Doug Lynch down. 5'9", 190-pound junior.
Got a little injury going on there. You can see here. Look at this guy right here in the slot. I want you to see him down here at the bottom of your screen. Right there. And look over here. There's nobody. The linebackers are inside. He's wide open. And all you got to do is check off right there, coach. And if this guy runs straight down the seam, it's a touchdown. Okay? But Malcolm, he does not see it.
He doesn't see it, but I like you on the little telestrator there. That's awesome there.
But
well, that's impressive.
That is nice, isn't it?
There we go.
But you can see.
And you're right,
right down
open.
the seam, wide open, and Malcolm Long does not even see it.
Well, and that may not be his fault either, because of the play call. If that's his first look is to the back coming to the other side, maybe that's something that through film work he'll learn to check off once he has a little bit more poise and can recognize that situation.
Well, the thing is, it's being aware, and then as a quarterback, you always have to look over the whole field, have peripheral vision, and if he looked over there, you, regardless of the call, you check and throw the ball to him, let him run with the football.
That's right. We saw Doug Lynch go off the field. Hopefully he is okay. It's now 3rd and 14 from the 34-yard line. Malcolm Long goes to his left. Decides to keep it one step away from getting some great yardage. Looked like he wanted Andy Strickland at first, Corey, and then he ran out of easy foot and had to tuck it up and try and make something of it.
Again, if you're getting pressure on the quarterback, he has no time to throw the football. And you can see Strickland, my PTP, I don't even think caught a pass yet tonight. I mean, everybody I gave kudos to in the pregame and the show haven't done anything. What's going on with that?
Well, it means that Byrnes saw the film just like everybody else has, and they're trying to do something with it. There's the punt by Strickland. Gets a nice Gaffney bounce. Goes down. It'll be down on the 28-yard line, and that's where the Rebels will take over with a 10-zip lead.
Well, I wonder, and I don't know if our Tracy can find out, but I mean, I wonder why the switch up. I mean, is he not happy with Melton's play in the first half, or just want to just see if Malcolm can get in there and do some things?
Well, and again, and I wasn't in that locker room, so I don't know what they decided, but I do know that it was a real good, hard battle in the preseason, and they didn't name Melton the starter until right at the end. Here's the stats for Will Korn: 10 of 17 on the game for just 90 yards, and here's a kid that in 3 games so far, Corey, has thrown for 918 yards. He was 64 and 96 coming into tonight's game with 9 touchdown passes, just 2 interceptions.
And that's impressive, only 2 interceptions. And again, the guy really does not make a lot of mistakes. I mean, he's smart with the football. He protects it. He don't turn it over. And, that's one of the things I like about him, being such a young football player. He's smart and he doesn't make those ill-advised mistakes.
Will Korn just had a little chat with Coach Bobby Bentley. They had to reset the clock. Had a lot of trouble with that tonight. A lot of idle time in between plays. It's something we're not used to seeing. Be 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line. Rebels trying to add to that 10-0 lead.
I mean, Will Korn's ready to snap the ball, and the officials are not ready.
Officials getting in place now. We're ready to play. Need the back judge to get back to his spot. It looks like they're keeping the clock on the field as well. First and 10. Trips to the right. Looks for Ronaldo Hunter. Hits him in stride at the 40. Goes down all the way inside the 30. Wow, hit him in stride, Corey.
Perfect pass.
That's what you've been looking for.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the Will Corn I know. Fast runs a skinny post right there, right on the dime. Look at this. It starts with the protection. Look at the window he has. Boom, delivers the ball on the strike. Now look at this. Right where you want it, right in the soft hands of Hunter. Booyah, good little hit there. But again, this what we are accustomed of seeing from Byrnes' offensive football team.
First down, there's the pass completion. Nice move. That is Rodriguez Williams. And he gets about 8 yards.
Cuz, man, that guy has great feet. I mean, he shoots people, boy. He breaks some serious ankles out there. I like him. He's smooth.
He's a nice player. Again, we've talked about it. Weapons galore for Byrnes, and Gaffney doing a nice job to keep these guys corralled. With 2nd and 3 from the 19. Tight formation. Don't see this much in Byrnes. There's a give to the fullback. On the dive, but that's Rodriguez Williams again.
At the fullback position. I mean, this guy plays everywhere. I mean, you know, it's basic, you know, 2nd and short. They get the first down. We're going to work on getting some points on the board. And, you know, they're going with a tight formation, and I think they're going to try to run it. They've had success doing it.
High formation, slot right. There's the give again to Williams, and they've got Ronaldo Hunter as the tailback in this formation, and 2 straight out of the fullback spot for Williams.
I can tell you that. If they score right here, it's just really will probably deflate Gaffney because this will be tough.
Throwing the fade, looking for Freddie Brown. They've got him, and he misses it. Looks like they had it.
Wow. Wide open, and he dropped the ball.
And it was Freddie Brown against Jeffrey Gallmer. And we'll take a look.
Just a fade route right here. Look, he's wide open. Perfect throw by Will Corn, and Freddie Brown drops the football. And that's one thing that I saw in the other game against Greer Coach, that he dropped some passes. You know, he needs soft hands. Receiver needs soft hands. And although he catches them most of the time, but he needs to work on that fade route over the shoulder catches.
Now be 3rd and 7 from the 10-yard line. Back to the spread formation. Corn fakes the handoff. Finds Gaston in the flat, or just underneath, and he'll go out of bounds just inside the 10.
Again, this is a win for Gaffney. I mean, making Byrnes kick another field goal.
And that's what they're going to do as Kibler comes out. The last one was spotted on the 19. It was a 29-yarder. This one will be spotted from the 16. And again, the holder, Matt Quinn.
Got the clapping going on. Clap, make them clap.
Snap and the hold. And the defense holds. The kick is no good. So Gaffney holds. Byrnes still leaves 10-0, and we'll be back.
Did you know Peachtree Ford is only a 15-minute drive from Spartanburg? Come see us today during our Peachtree Challenge. We want you to go see the big boys in Spartanburg, all over the upstate of North Carolina. Bring in a competitor's written quote, and if we can't make you happy by smashing the other guy's prices, we'll give you a $2,000 shopping spree. Here at Peachtree Ford, we are committed to excellent service and customer satisfaction. So come see us just down the road from high prices in Gaffney at 714 Chesney Highway, or call us at 864-489-4764, and you'll experience the Peachtree difference.
Coming up at the Peace Center, the Charter Communications High-Speed Selection.
That's the second clue. We put it in our note because they're whose clues? Blues clues. We gotta find the last paw print. That's the third clue. We put it in our note because they're blues clues, blues clues. You know what?
And that's what's happening at the Peace Center with the Charter High-Speed Selection. Tickets on sale now, or log on to www.peacecenter.org.
We're back right here. As you can see that Byrnes missed his field goal, but Gamer got a little hand on it, but he does hit the kicker right there. But He needs coach to go to a little acting school. I mean, he got to settle down a little better than that. But Gamer got a hand on the football, but also did run into the kicker. Could have got a call right there and given Byrnes a first down. Got to be careful when you're trying to block those kicks. You got to pick your point out where that kicker's foot's going to be and lay out right in front of it.
And you said if Byrnes would score a touchdown here, that might deflate Gaffney. Well, they hold him to a field goal attempt and get the stop. Here's Malcolm Long in again at quarterback. And he puts a hit on the defender right there. Tries to get all of Maurice Rice, number 4, the 5'9", 165-pound senior. And Malcolm lowered his head there.
Yeah, he did. I mean, he's a big boy, 6. Watch this right here. Booyah! I said we'd have 25 tonight. That's only my third one.
That's right.
But my booyah has come from quarterback.
Man.
What's up with that?
You need to break out. You need to.
Huh? I just knew I was all booyah'd up, pumped up, ready.
You were ready.
That's only my second one.
That's right.
And the 2 quarters.
It's early. There's plenty of time.
We got another quarter. You're right.
That's
We
right.
got another quarter. Let me stop tripping.
2nd and 4. This is Smith. Turns the corner. Goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and we'll see where they spot it. Close to first down yardage. I believe it'll be short.
Going to be about 3rd and 1, I believe. And Smith is a good-looking running back.
He is.
He's a really
he sure is.
good-looking
Just
running
a junior, too.
The Long is impressive. I mean, he's got guns already. Look at the guns.
Just a sophomore.
Look at those pipes on him.
Wow.
You know, not my pipes, but, you know, he got some mini pipes.
3rd and 1. Smith breaks it past first down yardage and takes on the defender and runs right into Lamar Bomar.
Again, Gaffney out of that power out set, good blocking up front. We talked about Smith being a good-looking back. You see here, boom, runs right over the defender. And, you know, when you're a defensive player, Coach, you don't want to be on that end of the stick. You're supposed to deliver those blows. You know what I'm saying?
He fell forward. 1st and 10 from the 39. And not a whole lot there. No gain. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that's just great penetration by the defensive line. Man, they have been very, very active all night long and been just harassing the both quarterbacks, Melton and Long, of Gaffney.
2nd and 10. Strickland to the right, Sims to the left. Power eye. Play action. Long throwing all, but he's looking for Strickland. He's got him. How about that? Throws it on a rope and gets Strickland. Wow, that was big time right there.
That was picture perfect beauty right there. My man, PTP Strickland, comes up. Look at power I set. They ran a couple times. Now what? We're going to play action right here. Suck up the linebackers. Look at the linebackers all in the line of scrimmage.
But he guns it.
This reminds me of Savell Newton this weekend. Dope on a rope throw right there, baby. Look at that. Perfect right over the corner of his head. Big play, big catch by Strickland.
Boy,
wow.
Great concentration.
That's why he's in the game.
Exactly right. On 1st and 10. Malcolm Long with the keeper. And he gets down inside the 15. Or right on the 15.
Good looking quarterback. I'll tell you, I mean, perfect set his feet, coach, deliver the ball, high delivery is what you want, and perfect pass.
And the crowd back into it as we're nearing the end of the 3rd quarter. Clock is running. 2nd and 6, power eye. There's Smith. Runs it tough down to the 10-yard line. Be real close to the first down. Could be 1st and goal. Looks like it'll be 3rd and short. We'll see if they get this play in or we'll have the break at the quarter.
Well, they're going to probably let the clock run out here and get a break, get a cup of water, some Gatorade, and come back, try to punch this thing in the end zone. And, Coach, we got ourselves a ball game.
We sure do. 10-0, Byrnes leads. 4th quarter coming up. And Gaffney on the drive. We'll see what happens when we come back.
I'm a donut.
nut. I'm a donut nut. I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
I'm Glenn Reese with Krispy Kreme Donut Company. Folks, if your club, church, or group or worthy cause needs to make a whole lot of money, try selling Krispy Kreme donuts. Call the Spartanburg Krispy Kreme at 585-1956 and ask for Glenn Reese. Thank you.
I'm a donut nut. I'm a donut nut. I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme.
That's So Raven's on every day on Disney Channel, and that means more smooth moves.
We are two foxy mamas you just don't want to mess with.
More manly men, and of course, more totally ridiculous schemes that almost never work.
Like we say in Jersey, accidents happen.
On That's So Raven, every day on Disney Channel.
Sponsored locally by the Asheville Mall in Asheville and the Westgate Mall in Spartanburg.
Tonight's Charter High School football game of the week is brought to you in part by Dick Brooks Honda. You're 15 minutes away from a great deal. Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates in Spartanburg. Krispy Kreme Donuts of Spartanburg. I'm a nut for Krispy Kreme. Dave Edwards Toyota, 1 minute off I-26 in Reedville Road. And Moe's Southwest Grill in Spartanburg. Moe's Knows Burritos. And Corey, we had 13 penalties in the first half. We had none in the third quarter. How about that?
A tale of two halves. I mean, no flags. I mean, the officials have been pretty much dormant.
And Gaffney knocking on the door. It's Malcolm Long, heads straight upfield, gets the first down. They'll have first and goal.
Well, I'll tell you what, and that's why Coach Strickland's a good football coach. Obviously, he sensed something. We're putting, Malcolm in the game.
Hey, and now I got to bust you a little bit because you're going, now what's wrong with Nick Melton? What are they doing putting Malcolm Long in there?
I'm trying to find out what's going on,
Now
Coach.
you love him.
I do love him, but I mean, it's just, I need to know what's
That's
going on.
right.
I mean, my man Nick wasn't in the game. I didn't see him get hurt. I'm just trying to.
I told you they had a fierce battle, and
You
I
did.
like Melton too, and he is a tough kid. But here, great change of pace here in Malcolm Long, and it's all about the team. Let's see what happens. Goes along the right side, works his way to the end zone. Little bootleg play. Wanted the end zone, gets close. Gets knocked out of bounds at about the 3.
That was all Malcolm Long right there on that play. He just ran. He's big. He's strong. You see just a naked quarterback boot here. Now watch this. This guy just got great feet, stiff arms, one tackle. You can see that's just determination, lowering his shoulder, trying to get in the end zone.
And
that's
never went
big.
down. How
Never
about
went
that?
down. That's big for a young quarterback. Again, another look right here. Sucks in the defensive end. I gets on the corner, stiff arm the force, gets it down about the 2-yard line. Good play by Malcolm Long.
And they get into the end zone. Gaffney on the board. That's Trevin Green with the big score. So Malcolm Long has rallied the troops, and they get their first touchdown of the evening.
And
That's
I said
huge.
all along, Coach, that Malcolm Long
Yeah.
is the starting quarterback. Oh, boy. Big drive right there. That was that started by that big pass to Strickland. I mean, that's what got him going.
Here's Justin Harris for the PAT.
I think
And he
might have
misses
missed
it.
that. Wow.
It is no good. So Gaffney gets on the board. The crowd is into it. Byrnes still leads 10-6. We'll be back with more fourth quarter action.
Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates, covering the upstate with offices in Greenville, Spartanburg, and Boiling Springs. If you're looking to buy or sell in Anderson County, Greenville County, Spartanburg County, and all surrounding areas, Weichert Realtors, Peggy Wilson and Associates, have the upstate's best realtors. Visit our Greenville office on Woodruff Road in Five Forks, Simpsonville, Spartanburg office on Highway 290 in Duncan, or Boiling Springs office at Valley Falls Road and Highway 9. Follow our yellow balloons each Sunday for open house information.
Tom was a sucker for any computer virus.
Hey, look, I got a secret admirer in the Netherlands. Hey! Auto can fix hair loss? Okay. Hey! Who's no buku? No!
Then Tom got Charter Internet with virus protection. Now he doesn't get viruses from secret admirers or anyone else.
I'm lonely.
Yes, Tom. But at least your computer is virus-free.
Oh, yeah.
New 3 meg high-speed internet service with virus protection. Get Charter and get hooked.
these. The trainers throw these out at the beginning of the game, and the crowd is going nuts with them. So you guys better behave up there because I'm armed down here.
Uh-oh.
I'm scared.
Let's go.
Tracy trying to jump on us.
Yes,
man. What's
she
up with
is.
that?
I'm going to listen to her from now on. There's the kick. Picked up by Gaston, and he gets drilled. The initial hit. And it was a great one by your guy, Jeffrey Gomer. You call him the gamer.
The gamer, baby. The gamer with the big stick. I mean, the ugly kickoff. But gamers always run the football, always.
And Corey, now, finally, it's 10-6, but now we're starting to approach the intensity and the excitement that we thought we were going to have all game long.
Yes, you can see here this ugly kick right here, but Gaston trying to be a player. But gamer says, baby, I drank some haterade. Booyah!
You still owe me about 22 of them.
I know. I'm going to get 22 to 4 points.
1st and 10 from the 17. Korn throws it to Freddie Brown. Little alligator arms right there, Corey.
Again,
did he hear footsteps, you
I
think?
think he heard footsteps going on. You see that, Coach?
There's the scoring drive. 10 plays, 80 yards. Time of possession, 540. 69 first half yards for Gaffney. Really impressive.
Tell you what, that's 2 big drops.
There's the option pitch. Ball on the ground. It was Horn trying to pitch it to Rodriguez Williams. Williams loses it, but jumps back on, so it'll be 3rd and a lot. 3rd and 16.
Man, I think Byrnes starting to hear his footsteps of these Gaffney Indians up here at the reservation because, God, they got the energy. They pumped up. They got a little swagger back in their step, Coach.
And this is a heck of a
Yes.
test.
Yes, it
if
is.
Byrnes is the best football team in the state of South Carolina, which all their folks are saying, this is exactly the kind of test that you got to pass. Playing on the road, hostile territory, this is what it's all about. 3rd and 16. I love it. We're glad to be here. Korn nearly intercepted, was looking for Ronaldo Hunter. And wow. Paul Littlejohn right in his hands.
That's 2 big plays that we might have to look back, and this game is over. One of that fumble, Cubs just had a fumble, they recovered. Right there, Littlejohn had an interception right in his hand. Right here you can see, bad throw right here, bad decision by Corn to throw this football. Littlejohn just right there, man, just drops it. And boy, would that have changed the momentum of this football game.
Place would have erupted, still ready to. Here's the punt. Caught by Strickland. And he goes down. Coverage by Lamar Bomar. And now the Gaffney Indians will take over with the crowd on fire. This place is awesome here at the reservation. We have a player down. Cramping up. That's the man that made the tackle, Lamar Bomar.
Bomar, you can see them cramps popping out those leg muscles. And again, you wouldn't think that guys would cramp up, but you know, when you got there those pads on running, 4 quarters, you sweat, man. It's not hot. It's a beautiful night for football. But again, fluid intake, we say it every week. You got to get those fluids in, man, or else you will cramp up.
We're taking in the fluids up here.
We are. Got a nice little diet Pepsi. I got me some little corn chips.
We're not cramping.
We're not running either, Coach. I tell you, I ran up
If
there.
we are cramping, we'd be in trouble.
I was at the mall. They pick up my new glasses. You like my new glasses?
You're looking good.
Yeah, you know, I had lost my other ones when we were up at Byrnes or the Greer. Where we at? Which game?
Last
Byrnes
time.
and Greer game. I lost my
Okay.
glasses.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So I had to get me some new specs. And I was waiting on you to mention.
You're looking good, and so is this little person.
Look at that smile, boy. Look at that. That's $1 million smile, boy.
That's right. And here's some more. Number 72.
And we told you fans, folks, that the game was sold out, standing room only. Every mother and a child at this football game, baby.
Well, this is impressive.
Need to
It's a
get look at
huge
that.
crowd.
Look at that cute baby right there. Yeah, I'm talking to you. She's looking at. She probably can see me, and that's
Yeah,
why
she
she's
probably
smiling.
can't.
Yeah.
They said Corey Miller's looking at you.
Yeah, look at us there.
See?
Hi.
There you go.
Look at the crowd,
Nice
man.
hand for the crowd.
Look at that.
It's impressive, folks.
People standing right here down in the end zones. Both end zones, there's people.
And Lamar Bomar being helped off the field for Byrnes. And the Gaffney Indians have first and 10
Gaffney's
on
hype.
the Byrnes 41. Still at QB, Corey Miller's guy, Malcolm Long.
You know, me and Coach Strickland talked about that during the week. You know, like we got to get my man Long in the game because he can throw it long.
Well, he did.
That was on a rope.
He gunned
that
it.
was a beautiful
that was
pass
impressive.
To my man,
That was a big league
PTP.
pass.
If you're going to throw it long, you got to throw it to PTP because he'll catch it. Unlike Brown, who's dropped 2 big passes in this ball game, one for a touchdown, and then just the last one that would have been a first down.
Power eye for Gaffney. Receivers to each side. There's a handoff to Smith. Tries to bounce it outside. Can't do it. Goes down. And a nice play defensively. Again, we've called Dexter Young's name a bunch, and he's there for the stop again.
He has played a well of a ball game. But I think they're setting Byrnes up again for this play action out that power eye and throwing it deep to Strickland. They're going to go over top. They're going to go back to that play again.
Well, and Strickland has single coverage over on the right side. Power eye. 2nd and 9 from the 40. Looking for Sims across the middle. It looks like he holds on, and he does. Nice catch.
Real nice catch there by Donald Sims. And I mean, he is a big play guy. Boy, we saw him make some big catches in that Union
sure
ball game.
did.
So you can see here, good protection right here. This is just a slant route. 3-step drop, delivers the ball good and low. And look, that's what I like. He gets his hands underneath the ball, ensuring it does not hit the ground. Great catch there by Sims.
Gaffney trying to get in the end zone again, trailing 10-6.
Watch out for Strickland, baby. He's
First and 10. And here's Green. Can he turn the corner? He tries all the way down to the 6-yard line. And the Indians are rolling. That was Trevin Green.
He's been playing big. I mean, he's a two-way player, man.
He sure is.
Talking about intense training. You got to be in shape to play two. You can see here, look at the hole, man. Great job by the offensive line and great vision there by Trevon Green. Makes a great run, but you don't see this. But look in the corner. You know who that is, Coach? That's my PTP blocking downfield. He's always involved. Always involved.
First and goal from the 5. Power eye. Handoff to Green. Fighting for everything he can get. Loses the ball, but the whistle blew.
But you can see
They'll
the
give
energy.
him 2 or 3.
You can see the energy, the momentum definitely has changed now. Gaffney's hyped up. The fans are in it. Players are running hard, playing hard.
And it wasn't too long ago that Byrnes was up 10-zip.
Right, now I was talking about being deflated. And boy, it's amazing how things change.
It's awesome, and that's why they got to play the game. And Gaffney has answered the challenge here, and they are knocking on the door. 2nd and goal from the 3.
Knock, knock, knock it on.
Power eye again. Sims to the left, Strickland to the right. There's the give to Green. Does he get in?
Yes.
His teammates say, now the officials agree. Touchdown, Gaffney.
That is just pure effort on the part of Green. I mean, that he was totally determined to get that ball in the end zone.
And finally, one official said touchdown, and now by committee, they finally agree. So let's
here,
take a look.
Right up the middle, but look at this is hard. And it was close, man. I don't know if he got in. I mean, it was close. Maybe his knee went down before he outstretched his arm into the end zone. But anyway, you can see here, there's the knee down right there. Pretty close, Coach.
And the Indians take the lead. There's the bad snap or muff snap. Ball goes down. And this is Justin Harris with the ball. Wanted to throw it. But we will take a break with the Gaffney Indians now on top, 12-10. Halfway through the 4th quarter, we got an exciting finish coming up.
Cable. The power of choice. At Charter Media, it is our mission to be the recognized leader in all of our markets of delivering the most valuable, highest quality, most comprehensive, and intelligible media service advertising. The true power of cable allows you to demographically and geographically target your advertising to those people who support your business. In other words, cable believes that you should stop counting the people that you can reach and start reaching the people who count. Concentration, after all, is the key to every economic success. At Charter Media, our goal is to help your business and the communities that we serve grow.
Welcome back. We've got a whale of a ball game here. The Indians of Gaffney here at the reservation now go up 12-10. We got us a ball game, partner.
We have a game. I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this because I'm getting my other 22 booyahs in about
I told you there was
8 minutes
time.
and 24 seconds.
Justin Harris with the kick. Ronaldo Hunter trying to get to it. Ball goes out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Tell you what, Goldfoot is having some problems kicking the football. Justin Harris, 5'10", 150-pound place kicker.
You know, let's work
you
this
see here,
telestrator
power
thing.
eye. You can see, guys, power eye means 2 fullbacks. You can see him here with 1 back. Run the play right here. The ball comes right up here in the gut, and he gets hit, but I think his knee goes down right about there before he stretches the ball out for the touchdown. Let's see it right here. See power wide, he leads up on the back right there. Now watch this. There's the hit, and I watch the knee right there before he gets in the end zone, but it's pretty close.
It was close. I don't know if it was his knee that touched. It may have been his backside. But he got in. And they said he got in, so that's what counts. And Gaffney leads 12-10.
Can we get high school replays?
Wow. You got to throw the flag out there? That's right.
Give the coach the red flag and give him, 2 challenges per half. I mean, because there are sometimes calls in high school football games.
Oh, no question.
Big
Right.
time.
And we've had some tonight.
Why not? Why not use replay?
They're going to kick it again now from the 35-yard line. Again, this is Justin Harris, the left footer with the golden shoe. It's Ronaldo Hunter again. Across the 25, finds a seam, tries to cut it outside. And he goes down. It was Jeffrey Gallmer that initially slowed him down.
Get his name right.
Gamer, sorry.
Yeah, get his name right now. Now, if you're Gaffney, you got to play good sound defense, because now I think you're going to see more of Byrnes' true offense, and that's we're going to spread it out and swing the ball down the football field.
Spread formation. Twins to each side. Corn with the keeper. Fake the give to Williams and keeps it and doesn't get much. It's maybe 2 yards or 1.5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I mean, I expect to see Will Corn throw this football down the field. I mean, they haven't thrown it down the field a lot
They
tonight.
really haven't. Corn looking. Finds Williams. Williams tries to get past the ball's fumble. That is a great play by Paul Littlejohn. Makes the stop, strips him, and gets the fumble himself. How about that one?
I think Gaffney's got it.
And I hope we get a look at that. That is the textbook job by Paul Littlejohn. That's awesome right there. And this place is rocking here at the reservation.
It's big time. You can see here, Gaffney's not giving up the deep ball. Throws it down here to Cuz. Williams, you can see, trying to make some plays there. But now watch this. Great tackle right there by Paul Littlejohn. Now, you teach every defensive player to do this, and it's called the strip move. And he just rips the ball out of there, recovers the fumble. Big, big, big play for the Indians of Gaffney. Boy, we are hyped here at the reservation.
And now 7:26 to go, and now it's 1st and 10, and Long going for everything, looking for Andy Strickland. Going for all the marbles on 1st down. I like it.
I like it too, and Long, just a little long on that pass. to my PTP. You can see here, got that nice, smooth jog. Well, Gaffney has good-looking players. I mean,
they sure do.
You know, they're, like Coach Strickland said, you know, if they're a player too.
Well, let's not forget, they won the state championship
Yes.
last year. I mean, this
Exactly
is
right.
the premier programs here in not just the upstate, but this part of the country. There's Smith off tackle. Still on his feet, goes down about the 31-yard line.
It's about clock management now. If you're Gaffney, protect your football, coach. Run the ball, tick, 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 tick on that clock. Run it down because you know these guys can score real quick.
8 penalties for 35 yards in the first half for Byrnes, and no penalties this second half.
I mean, and that's
that
about
hasn't
all they've
translated
done.
into points either.
And that's all they've done.
Wow.
I mean, the most exciting thing Byrnes has done tonight is commit penalties, and that's not the team we're accustomed to seeing.
Power eye, the keeper. Long takes it up just over the 30. It'll be 4th and about 4.
I mean,
wow.
You're out of field goal range. So, I mean, it's 2-down territory, 4-down territory. You have to go for it. I mean, you get the first, man, you're a step closer to getting this football game.
No question. This is
wrapped
huge
up.
right here.
Yes, this is a big play right here.
4th and a long 4, short 5. Power eye, receivers to each side. Strickland to the right, Sims to the left.
I like Strickland on the slant route or Sims. I mean,
Timeout. Malcolm Long says we're going to call timeout and talk about this one, Coach.
Smart play there by young quarterback. Again, I mean, don't rush it. You don't like the play call timeout, talk about it.
Your neighborhood network. Thursday nights only on TV10. You got to watch it. You got to love it. And you can watch us on TV10 tomorrow on the replay.
What time?
Noon. And it'll
12
be
o'clock
a great one. And we got a great one here, folks.
So if you missed it tonight, baby, check it out tomorrow at noon because it's been more of a defensive ball game that I'm a little surprised, Coach. I don't know about you, but I mean, I thought this is going to be a high-scoring, high-powered offensive night, and it's been just the opposite. You see there the guys huddled up talking about what play they're going to call or what they're going to run, but I really would like, you know, third and intermediate, run that slant route because I've been seeing from Byrnes, just the middle of the field has been wide open, and why not run the slant route? But who knows? I guess we'll see here coming up.
We will see it.
What M. Long's going to do.
Again, power eye, Sims to the left, Strickland to the right. Fake the handoff. Long going for all of it. He's going for your guy, Strickland. He makes the catch. Is he in? The official says he is out of bounds.
Wow.
Wow, Strickland went and got it. The back judge said he was out. And Coach Strickland wanted some help from the side judge.
You can see here, this is a really, really good throw. Great protection by the offensive line. Go to the play. Now look at this right here. Let's look closely, folks. Great catch.
Oh,
that's
1
a
foot was
touchdown.
in.
That is a touchdown. He had 1 foot in bounds, and that's all it requires. You can see the play action right here. Look at the offensive line protecting. Great throw by Long right over the right shoulder. And Strickland just makes an excellent catch, and he's an awesome job of getting his 1 foot in there for the touchdown. The ref said he was out. Bad call.
Wow.
Oh, my God.
Wow. And that first shot showed it just perfectly. Great job by our cameraman and the guys in the truck.
Awesome.
Way to go, guys. Wow, so huge break for Byrnes. They take over. 1st and 10 on their 29. And there's the pass completed to Prince Miller. And there's a flag that goes down.
That's going to be holding on Hunter.
So right now, Gaffney could have more points on the board, and they're out for blood right now.
You see Prince Miller right there cramping up. Looks like his calves are cramping up. You can see here, faking the pass over to the right, roll to the right, and throw back screen here to Prince Miller. Good-looking play. What's going to happen, you got Hunter, and you're going to miss it right here, but down the bottom of the screen was holding. Or they could have called that block in the back right there.
Well, let's see what this crew decides. They're going to talk it over.
Boy, those cramps, man. You talking about, you ever cramped up like that, Coach?
Not on the football field.
I remember in training camp with the Giants one summer. I took some
Illegal block in the back
story.
by the offense. First down.
Well, he did call the block in the back. Took a water pill, man, and I lost about 14 pounds, and they had to come and get me. I thought I was going to die. My face was shrinking up.
Easy to laugh now. But
Yeah, but man, that's some pain.
1st and 16. There's the handoff. Gets up to the 30, still on his feet. Breaks another tackle, still working it. Rodriguez Williams. Wow. That's a big-time run right now, and here is a test for the Byrnes Rebels.
Well, you know, there's not going to be any quit in this football team because one thing that they know, you can see, this is a different kind of draw. It's a backup draw. He backpedals. Look, great blocking up front again for the offensive line. Now you just use the athleticism and get positive yards.
There was a tight formation, the handoff to the fullback, and that was Rodriguez Williams as the fullback there. And when they do that, they put Ronaldo Hunter as the tailback. And now huge. 3rd and 5 right here for Byrnes.
Big play.
Corey, they're not used to being behind. In fact, I'd be interested to know when the last time they were behind. This is a team that's won their last 30 games. Wow, 3rd and 5 from the 30. There's the pitch. Enough for the first down. Still on his feet. Wow, still going. And the Byrnes crowd going nuts. What a game, what a play. Wow. Woo. Gaston, how tough is he?
Man, that's determination. Just a little option play right here. But watch this. This is just hard running. That's no quit. And he's just chopping his feet, running over people. I mean, that's my man Gamer. Wow.
Wow, he's right. And there's Korn. Could be more first down yardage again, and now Byrnes is attacking. Now I wondered how they'd handle this, so right now they're answering. It's 2nd and short. And they plow ahead and get the quick one, and we get a flag that goes down. Flag was on the near sideline.
Might have motion there or something. Maybe somebody moved a little early. But you can see the energy, just how the crowd and others.
Yeah, this is awesome.
It is awesome. You know, and that crowd feeds off guys on the field that play the game the way it's supposed to be played. And that's hard, no quit, and you see everybody lifted up. Now Korn runs the ball hard. Now it just flows throughout, man. Awesome.
And the flag on the Gaffney Indians.
I mean, look at these guys. They up at the line. They step to the official, ready to snap the play.
Here's the call.
And here they go. Substitution foul on the defense. 5 yards was the same sign.
Legal substitution. So 1st and 10. Byrnes on the road trying to get back on top. 4 minutes to go in this one. Wow, what a game. 3 receivers to the left. There's the handoff. Tries the left side. And the ball goes on the ground. And the Gaffney Indians recover.
Is that Gamer?
Wow.
I think that was Gamer, Coach, with that big hit. And give me a chance to get another something.
And Derek Young, who was the ball carrier, who just ran off the field sideways. He got his bell rung.
Here you go, holler at me. Somebody, boo, yeah! Woo-hoo! I love it. Another angle here. Let's run this thing, Coach. Look at this. Draw play. Now watch this, guys. They run the great triangle. 1, 2, and the Booyahski. Yes, that's Gamer, Coach. Gamer. Spells booyah.
And the ball carrier was number 29, Derek Young, and I saw him jogging off the field sideways, and he is down. So he got drilled. Put it on the carpet.
See that Gaffney offense change of two halves, 69 total yards in the first half and racked up so far 125 yards in the second half. And man, but I tell you, the story's really, it's been that defense. That defense has played a heck of a ball game.
And just when you thought that Byrnes had seized the opportunity and they're driving, Gaffney comes up with the big stop. And again, we hope that Derek Young is okay.
Guys, you can see here, Corn's back here in the shotgun right here. There's a simple draw play right here. Gets to the outside, got room, but this is what I want you to see. There's 1, 2, now boom, right there. Ball comes out. Great job, great hit by Gamer. And man, you know what that spells? Coach, you know what that spells? I don't even know how to spell it, but boo-yah.
There you go.
See ya.
And there's a look at the Gaffney staff talking to their team, trying to get this one to the locker room. And again, the Gaffney Indians lead 12-10 with 3:51 to go. And we hope and pray that Derek Young is okay. He had the long run down the sideline, down the right sideline just a bit ago, and then just got drilled on that play. Lost the ball, and Gaffney will take over. And again, I did see him jogging off the field sideways. I mean, he lost his balance and then went down.
I've had those. So
yeah,
that's just a little.
Got his bell rung.
Being knocked silly and concussion, and it
well,
happens all the time.
And we hope he's okay. We're going to go to break, folks. Keep it here. Gaffney 12, Byrnes 10. We'll be right back.
People ask me all the time. They say,
Mike,
Marvin,
Mooch, John, what's up with this new NFL network?
and every time I say the same thing.
If you're a real football fan and you have a steady pulse,
And you own a television set, chances are
There's a good possibility
it's a pretty safe bet that you will love it.
love it. Love it. Love it.
Love it.
You will love it.
I'll personally guarantee that you'll enjoy it immensely.
NFL Network is now available on the Charter Sports tier on digital channel 320.
We're not your average Brady Bunch family.
Mom, I'm gonna be 17 tomorrow. You don't have to cut the steak for me.
But there's so much love in the house.
This is a show about us fighting. And I'm tired of it.
Go get dressed.
Be quiet, I'm not talking to you.
I have this assignment to do for Star Magazine. I'm gonna cook. Bring the kale pectate.
Growing Up Gotti. Mondays at 9:30 on A&E.
Standing room only at the reservation, 12,372. How about that?
Holla.
It'll be 1st and 10 for Gaffney on their own 21 after the big turnover. There's Smith, right side, heads upfield over the 30, across the 40. And that's impressive right there. Wow.
That's impressive. And you know what? The offensive line, look here, have done a great job. Mano y mano, man on man. I see here. You still whip the block, but Smith makes the tackler miss, and just gets upfield, uses speed, positive yards, keep the clock moving. If I was Gaffney and Coach Strickland, I would not call another pass. I would just get in that power I or I formation and run the football.
And wow, does Smith turn the corner and
yes, he did.
Square up his shoulders and gets upfield. 1st and 10 from the 40. To give to Smith again, no gain. So Byrnes now in unfamiliar territory here, Corey.
Yes.
They're behind.
They're behind, but Gaffney doesn't compile a couple of first downs. You know this team can strike quick, and they were starting to do that last drive before Jeffrey Gamer came up with that big hit and the fumble. But this team can strike quick. So if you're Gaffney, you got to be real careful. One, don't turn the football over, protect the football, and just keep it on the ground. Let the clock run, tick, 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 make Byrnes use their timeout.
Folks, Charter Communications invites you to tune in to Business Profiles at 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 p.m. on TV 10. The show takes an in-depth look at a variety of businesses in your neighborhood. You might learn about a cool new place to shop, or if you're a business owner, contact Charter Media to see how your business can be featured. That's Business Profiles at 8 a.m., 1 p.m., and 8 p.m. only on TV 10. It's only on cable from your friends at Charter Communications.
And you can see the reservation, baby, where it's happening right now. This is the only show in Gaffney tonight.
Wow, you're not kidding. And what a show.
I don't think there'll be a lot of shows going on in Gaffney. This is nice.
They love their football.
That's right. Every 12,000, I'm telling you, mother, child, sister, brother, aunt, and uncle are here.
There's the give. Right up the gut. Not much, but the clock continues to move. That give to Trevin Green, who scored the go-ahead touchdown.
The only thing I knew about Gaffney before coming here was I always tried to go on 85 and see that big peach. I always knew I was
There you go.
And it was about 35 minutes from Charlotte.
That's right. The big peach exit 90. There's the look at Long. And say what you want. Boy, has he come in and done a nice job.
Yes, he has. Been telling Coach Strickland to put the guy in the game.
There's Green again. No gain. So it'll be 4th down. Now, Coach Strickland agreed with you, Corey. They weren't going to air it out. But they're not going to move the chain, so it'll be 4th and long. And they called timeout to stop the clock, and Byrnes should get another chance.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, that's too much time to give an offense like the Rebels from Byrnes.
No question.
That kind of time to get up down the field. I mean, because one play, you know, these guys can be in the end zone. And if you're Gaffney, you're in really dangerous territory. I mean, you're only up 12 to 10, so a field goal can actually win the game.
Wow, and they've got a good kicker, too, in Kibler. And I guarantee you, here's what Coach Bentley, as we look at the Gaffney bunch, but you know Coach Bentley's telling his guys, this is exactly what we want, a chance to prove we're the best. We're in enemy territory. We've got to drive the ball and go down and get some point somehow and come out of here with a W. But first, Strickland will be back to punt. There's a good look at Coach Bentley. What a wonderful job he has done at Byrnes. It's a first-class program in every sense of the word. But they're in unfamiliar territory here.
Here's the thing right here, though, Coach. I mean, they got dangerous returners back there. That's number 5, Prince Miller. And you know, with a name like Miller, boy, amazing things can happen.
And Ronaldo Hunter going in the direction of Hunter. He lets it go. Takes a Gaffney bounce. He downed on the 12-yard line. And so Byrnes will take over with a lot of real estate ahead of him. Down 2. Wow.
This is going to be an exciting 2 minutes of what has been already an exciting football game. But again,
it's been one. This is the best 12-10 game I've ever been to.
Yes.
You know what?
I mean, we never thought it'd be a defensive struggle coming in this football game. I didn't. Maybe you had some different insight, but I thought.
No,
really
I thought it was going to be a
we'll
shootout.
See 60, 70 points go up on that scoreboard tonight.
2:05 to go. 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's Korn. Looking for his guy. That's Jamar Anderson. In and out of his hands. Incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
The key with Gaffney right here, you know they're going to throw the football is, can your front 4 get pressure on the quarterback? Make Will Korn hurry the football up. Don't give him time. Sit back there in that pocket and throw the football, because Brown, Hunter, Gaffney, these guys can get open, and then when they get open, man, they can rack up some yards, run after the cat.
And Byrnes should be familiar with this, at least. You know, they run a 2-minute offense. There's the pass, complete. And that's to Williams. You know, they already don't huddle, Corey, and so they run a 2-minute drill really all game long.
Yeah, but they better hurry up, because that clock is ticking. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that they're out of timeouts. But in high school, the clock stops.
3rd and short.
First down.
3rd and
they're going to run a quarterback
maybe
sneak
2.
here and get the first down.
There's the handoff. And that's to Rodriguez Williams. The Gaffney crowd thinks they got to stop.
It's going to be close.
It's going to be very close. He's going to depend on the spot. And they're going to call for a measurement.
I don't know if you
But
saw
you know
that.
they'll be going for it.
But maybe our guys can pull it up. There's Daniel Ellis.
What a game he has had.
But over the guard there was not. Look here, guys. There's nobody right there. And then again, a quarterback has to learn that sometimes you have a play call, but all you got to do is snap the ball and get 3 yards. It's automatic first down. There was nobody in that gap.
They are short of the first down by a few inches, so it'll be 4th. Literally in inches.
That's a good number, too, 33. That's my cost number. If I wasn't good, I would talk like that.
Hey,
you know,
hey,
it's kind of
work
like my
it.
golf game, boy. I show up, and if you go by the way I'm dressed, man, you think I'll shoot on the park.
Here we go, 4th and short. There's the handoff. He gets enough for the first down, gives it to the up back. And that has been Williams in that tight set. Hunter is the tailback. And they do get the first down. But just a minute to go. So Byrnes has to at least get into field goal territory. So they got a long way to go. 1st and 10. Ball's on the 22-yard line. Corn to the right. Looks to the side. And the official says no completion after he said keep the clock going.
Well, Gaffney
Kind
had
of a goofy call there.
Yeah, but Gaffney had 12 guys on the field. The guy was running off the field. They snapped the ball. You can see here, there's a sprint rollout pass. Pretty good throw here by Corn. Keeps it outside and down and low where it needs to be, but I can't tell right there whether
Now
he
see
held
the
on to
official
it.
saying keep the clock going,
Yes.
and then he says incomplete. How about that?
They've been inconsistent all night with their
They've
calls.
had a tough night.
But I think the point I was making, they had 12 guys on the field, and the ref didn't call it.
Wow. 2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. Corn looking for Hunter. In and out of his hands near midfield. He was open on the break to the sideline.
A little short down that pass.
So it'll be 3rd and 10.
You can see here, shotgun formation, only a 3-man rush. Then you get the delay guy on the outside to create the 4th, but has time, feels a little bit of pressure. Wow, he takes a hit. And that's maybe why that ball came just a hair short, man, but great route running there by Hunter.
3rd and 10. 12-10, Gaffney leads. 45 seconds to go. Shotgun. There's the pass over the top to Williams. Does he have enough for the first down? Runs out of bounds right at the 34, 35-yard line. It will be extremely close.
I think he has the first down by a minuscule.
The chains are already moving on the other side. So it will be a first down. Clock stops, 40.1 seconds to go. There's a look at Williams. He catches it. He runs it. And there's a look at Will Korn, the sophomore signal caller for the Byrnes Rebels. We're headed down the home stretch. Here's Korn for Hunter, incomplete. Pass broken up by number 26, O'Brien Littlejohn, the 5'9 senior.
That's a great play right there, man. That's the O'Brien Littlejohn, 5'9", 170 senior. Great job of getting out of his break right there and knocking that ball down. They've been throwing at him, and he's been making some big plays.
They sure have. And we haven't seen, as you call it, the wheel route, the out and up, that maybe they've been setting up here. Coach Strickland just motioned his guys to watch out for that. 35 seconds, 2nd and 10 from the 35, and Byrnes trailing. Korn pumps once. Dumps it off the right side. Receiver goes down. It'll be a loss. Clock running.
23 seconds, man. They better hurry up and get a first down.
They're going to have to line up quickly. Clock running, they spike it. Flag goes down.
They win. They managed to hold on and win this football game. This 12,000 plus is going to erupt and go crazy.
I'm going to let the parking lot empty out before I go home.
Yeah, I think we're going to wait a little while too.
Flag on the play.
It's nice if we get some more burritos while we wait.
Mark it off.
substitution
Wow.
on the defense, 5 yards.
Legal substitution.
Second down.
That's the second time that's happened to Gaffney in the fourth quarter. So now third down, 16.9 seconds to go. Or second down, excuse me. Corn. There's the blitz. Looks for his man, incomplete.
And what's
Pass
going on
intended
right
for
there?
Hunter.
Sorry, Coach. It's the pressure from the guys up front, and that was actually the blitz coming off the corner right here. You can see the outside guys coming right here. The blitz forces Corn to get outside the pocket and hurry up that throw. I mean, they've had guys open. He just dropped that ball. They've had guys open, but he's been under a little bit of duress and made some bad passes.
And here it is, folks, right here. 3rd and 6. Corn. Seconds to go. Completed to Hunter. Gets across the 50. Does he get out of bounds?
Got a first down. The clock will stop.
Clock will stop. 1.2 seconds to go. Will they have enough time to spike it and try for the field goal? Keep in mind this game's at Gaffney. Let's see what happens with the clock. 1st and 10, 1.2 seconds to go. They're going for it right now. This is the ball game, folks. Corn throws deep. Passes incomplete, and that's the ball game, and the Indians get it done at the reservation. And look at this crowd. Look at this celebration.
Pandemonium out there on the field. What a game. There's the crowd. I told you they're going to go out there on that field. Man.
Well, we just saw something that hasn't happened in a long time, ladies and gentlemen,
Yes.
and that's Byrnes
What a ball
on the losing
game.
end.
I mean,
here's another look.
You can see here, throws the ball up. Good throw with just great defensive effort. They had him double covered over there. The defense, again, great protection, but man, give it up to the defense. They have played an outstanding football game all night. Holding this offense to 10 points, Coach, is impressive.
We're going to go down to Tracy Wade right now with Malcolm Long of the Gaffney Indians. Tracy.
Guys, it is mayhem down here. I'm down here with quarterback Malcolm Long with Gaffney. I have to ask you, how does it feel to be the team that beat the Byrnes Rebels?
Well, it's a pretty good feeling because Byrnes been undefeated for 2 years straight. Went 15-0 last year, won the state championship. We went 14-1, won the state championship. Everybody coming to the game doubting us. We feel pretty good to win this ball game tonight.
Well, you deserve it. And for your performance on the field tonight, we would like to name you the Charter Communications Player of the Game and award you with this love cap. Congratulations. This is a game you'll always remember. Congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tracy. And Malcolm Long, and as Tracy was talking to Malcolm, we saw that gun one more time by Malcolm Long, the long throw to Strickland. And wow.
Well-deserved hat.
And we're
MVP. And
we'll go right
awesome.
back down to Tracy again. Tracy.
Guys, I'm down here with Rodriguez Williams of the Byrnes Rebels. Rodriguez, I know things didn't end up the way you'd hoped tonight, but it wasn't due to lack of effort. Your whole team and yourself, y'all fought till the end and had an amazing performance. What was it like out there?
It was a great experience for our football team. I mean, you know, Giant got to get knocked down sometimes. You know, Goliath got knocked down by David. And Gaffney just played their hearts out, man. They wanted it a little bit more than we did, even though we still wanted it. We wanted to come out and win. But it come down to execution, and we ain't execute.
You're an exceptional athlete and exceptional young man. We'd like to give you this hat for Charter Communications Player of the Game. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Tracy. Great job down there. And quickly, she got it done. Got Malcolm Long and Rodriguez Williams and two players that were both huge tonight. Wow, what a game.
Well, you know, he said it all. It came down to execution. Gaffney out-executed Byrnes all night. But kudos to the defense, man. They played their tails off, made big play after big play after big play, and a big booyah by my man Gamer, creating a fumble when Byrnes was driving the ball. That was the play of the game. Knocked them off their block. Great, great game. Congratulations to Coach Strickland, and the Gaffney Indians.
Yeah, now the Indians will move to 3-2, and the Rebels, their first loss They won 30 games in a row, but they lost with class, too. Well, they're not hanging their heads. They quickly shook hands and did what they're supposed to do. And you learn how to win, you got to learn how to lose, too.
Well, sometimes it happens. And then, you know, Cuz said it the best way. I mean, we learn from it. We got to come back. David defeated Goliath, and hey, they'll bounce back.
All right, well, that's it for us, folks. For Tracy Wade, for Corey Miller, I'm Ralph Patterson, and our entire Charter Communications crew. Again, the final score, Gaffney Indians get it done at the Reservation, 12-10 over the Byrnes Rebels. So long, everyone, from Gaffney, South Carolina.
Peace.